something hip. I said, "What's up, y'all? It's your boy West Coast. We live in the building." That was the hip saying. We live. God dang me. Hey
Let's
man,
get it.
it is your boy West Coast. This is the true definition of an uncut Cowboys because I didn't even know we was doing a show till about 20 minutes ago. You feel me? But Henny is. Listen to me. First thing I tell my peoples is this: when you have an addiction, you gotta kind of admit where you have your addiction. Henny, oh yeah, he's a Facebook, YouTube, go live junkie right now. He's suffering it bad right now. He bad right now, y'all. He bad. And him being family, every now and then you got to go out to them streets and support him. So Henny been blowing us up. So we here, man. We here. And guess what? We about to give you that stank. So if we busting up your Saturday right now and you mad because you about to get some Cowboys in your face, you better blame HTM Sports, man. You feel me? And with that, HTM, shout them out, man. Let them know you got some important people in your comment box.
Well, hey, ain't nobody done tapped in with me yet to let me know they watching. They do have to comment. But hey, I do see Joshua Fisher up there, man.
Josh Fisher.
So, hey, I see Jay Worthy. I see Landlord from Wakanda out there. So everybody been tapping in. Hey, Double R tapped in with me, man. What's up with you, man? So them folks, they're filing in, man. We just went live, so I'm gonna give them time to get up in here.
Yeah, I got a couple of people that's rocking with me, man. Y'all know y'all better come in. Y'all know I give my shout outs. But shout out to Mr. J Word over here in T Smooth TV, man. What's happening with y'all? Yeah. He said, I see you extended the trap. Yeah, I had extended the olive branch. You know how they say. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
shout out to Michael Lockhart sliding in late. Let's get it.
See. What's up with your T Smooth?
Yes, sir. Let me see. How did I do that? Oh, I don't want to do that. Let me get it back. All right, so let's go, man. So let me shout out some people over here on the Book of Faces, and then let me go slide over here on YouTube. I'm gonna start on YouTube because we already up over there. Hot Rod 44, what up with your boy? Steve Arthur, what up with you, OG? Josh Fisher, what's up with you, man? Then I got my boy Richard Evans holding it down for the Wrench gang. What's up with you, boy? Mike Evans, what's up with you? Don Ferguson, I see you, boy. Thad, what's up with you, Thad? Hey, if you haven't already, hit that star button, hit that share button as I'm saying your name. Kukalua, what's up with you, boy? Kukalua, I don't know why I do that I don't know why I do that every time I say your name, but every time I say your name, I go Kukalua. Like I just, like he from Hawaii too, so I know he be with that. You know what I'm saying? Like he be killing that. You know what I'm saying? He got that powy wowie over there too, man. I see you sending them pictures in my inbox. What's up with you, Keith? What's up with you, boy? Big Al, what's up, sir? I see you, man. Smith, what's up with you? Craig, what's up with you? Craig Lofkin, what's up, boy? I see you. And then Russell Dyer, what's up, Russell? I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you how aggressive you be in my inbox, always keeping me up to dizzy too. Appreciate you, boy. Hey, you be on your job, man. Listen to me real quick. Some of y'all folks that be in my inbox all the time, you know what y'all need to do? Some damn content. Hell, you mean give me a break? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm telling you. If you texting West Coast about Cowboy content or Cowboys conversation or Cowboy anything 2 to 3 times a day, that's the Lord saying you need to go live. You feel me? You need to jump on in here, go get a microphone. You know what I'm saying? Because you got something to say. What's y'all thoughts on that, fellas?
Absolutely.
Hey, that's what I did.
Hey, we need more soldiers out here preaching the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm all for it, man. Shout out to everybody that came through sliding in late, man. You know how we do it. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Michael Lockhart, I see you over here today, man. Mike must got like 2. We got 2. You must got 2 phones. I see you. Donnell Holmes, what's up with you? And then Justin in the kitchen, what's up with your boy? He cooking up something. I see you, boy. Donald, I see you. Craig, I see you. Jason Horn, I see you. And then DeJarvis, I see you, boy. He says, what's up, Henny, and what's up, landlord? I can always tell the people who pay their rent on time because they be like, what's up, landlord? How you doing? Not me, bro.
I'm good. I got mine in on time, but you know
you can always tell the folks who got their rent in on time. They hey, what's up with you, man? I'm good. How you doing? I'm good. Hey, so hey, man, let's go ahead and jump into it, man. So say, Henny, man, what's your thoughts on the day, man? Tell me, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been on a football field. I've literally been on the football field since 9:30 this morning. And I want to know, man, put me up on speed. What the hell happened today in the world that I missed that's really important that I need to know? Go.
Well, man, they ain't too much happening on the home front with the Cowboys, right? Jerry Jones had some crazy stuff last night. I think that's
Crazy, Jerry.
It's still reverberating around the nation. There were some guys that lost their ass some money today. There were some guys that made themselves some money today on some combines. It's not fair, to be honest. People have games on top of games of good tape, and a bad 40 time will have you going in the third round. So, but shout out to my guy, Matt Landers from Arkansas, 6'5", 200 pounds. My guy ran a 4.37 today. So he definitely made himself some money.
Yeah, especially with a 6'5" frame. Running like that, somebody gonna give him a shot.
Now, wait, he what and what? Say that one more time.
Matt Landers, 6'5", 200-pound wide receiver from my Arkansas Razorbacks.
I knew it sounded familiar. I seen him play last year. Go ahead.
Yeah, he actually led the team in reception, and he led our team in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. He was a big play wide receiver. They actually projected him to run a 4.5. He blew that out the water. He ran a 4.37 both times he ran.
Jesus. That boy running like the rent. Landlord was the rent due? Because that boy was running like the rent was due.
He had somewhere to be in it.
He had somewhere to get.
All right. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I was a little intrigued on some of the wide receivers. And I seen somebody said Anthony Richardson. Like, that dude is athletic, man. I didn't think he was gonna test like that. Good grief. This man ran like a 4.4. And then
40-inch vertical.
You don't look at him like that. Like, good grief. That's why everybody's saying Josh Allen type vibes and stuff like that in the future. Like, he's gonna be a guy like a project at the beginning of his career. I feel like I don't think he can step right in, but you never know until you put that you know what I'm saying, put him in the water and see if he can swim, see if he gonna sink or swim. So we'll have to see how it happens, depending on where he go. That's a big deal to me. A lot of people don't be understanding, man. It be depending on where they go. Because you can go to the wrong place and be in shambles. You go to the right situation and show out. So
facts.
It just depends on what happened with where he landed to me.
So yeah, I mean, what is this guy? I mean, where are you not necessarily projecting him, but I mean, I don't project the Cowboys to take a wide receiver in the first round, at pick 26. But I mean, if they did, is this a guy that you guys would be looking at pick 26?
Who?
The wide receiver you guys are talking about.
Absolutely not.
No, not Matt Landers. Matt Landers was not even projected to be drafted at first. He's going to get drafted now, but he's not going to be a guy that's going to get drafted in the top rounds. He might be a 4th round pick now.
It would be the only people I even consider drafting in the first round as a wide receiver would probably be the people who ain't gonna fall more than likely, but it'll probably be somebody like Zay. And you know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy because Zay Flowers is a smaller guy, and I don't see the Cowboys committing to a smaller slot guy that early anyway, though. But if you asking me personally, I'd draft Zay or Josh Downs or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? But you can get, shout out to Tyrone Church. Tank Dell probably my favorite receiver in this draft. Real talk. Especially somebody that we could actually get. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank Dell looking like that guy. He beat everybody in receiving yards in the nation. He led the nation in receiving yards. He led the nation in touchdown catches with 17. The man had almost 1,400 yards. Huh?
I said Jesus.
Yeah, he almost had 1,400 yards. He led the nation in receiving yards and touchdowns with Clayton Tune, and I don't think he was even like that. You know what I'm saying? He okay. He okay, but he was overthrowing the man and underthrowing the man on the film I watched. So his numbers could actually even be better. That's what's scary about him. But he tested out at a 4.5, but I ain't too concerned about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the 40 run in the combine, do it look like football?
No.
It look like track to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't track. We playing football.
And I'm going to tell you this right here. I'm going to tell you, most of these guys, what they're doing is, and it's smart, they have experts out there that can teach you how to run these fast 40 times with different techniques and different things. And you're absolutely right, bro. And I'm going to tell you, all these athletes, you know what they're doing? They're running to track guys to teach them how to run 40s. And then guess what? They're never calling them again because you'll never use it again.
Look, Wes, this is a perfect analogy. Usain Bolt can run fast. Can he play football? That's
exactly.
what I want to know.
I'm pretty sure he would break under a 4. I'm pretty sure he would break under a 4.
Man, he the fastest guy ever, I believe. But he might run a 4 flat. You know what I'm saying? He might run a 3. You know what I'm saying? No, it's Usain Bolt. But I was just saying, can he play football? That's a whole different discussion. You see what I'm saying?
And when you
know how many fast trash players it is? It's a lot of people that's fast. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wasn't just super sold on Jalen Hyatt just because he is fast. You know what I'm saying? I got to do more extensive look at him. But I glanced at him. I see he got a lot of production. But I don't want people to just be super ecstatic just because the dude fast. It's a lot more nuance into running receiver. You know what I'm saying? Than just being fast, bro.
And he's not as fast as people thought anyway. Like he ran a 4.4. A lot of people projected him to run a 4.3. But like he's not as fast as people thought. He's still fast, right? I think
he's fast.
I think we lose track of how good a 4.4 is because so many people run 4.3s now. But 4.4 is still good, especially for his size. It's still like
4.5 is decent. Actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more on the shuttle because that's the shuttle drill is probably, in my opinion, the number one drill that translates to actual football. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the 40-yard dash, man, you're literally, even if you're a wide receiver, like the chances of you running 40 yards down the field, like what route is that, man? That's freaking, what is that, a Hail Mary?
And look, you see them dudes doing
nine route.
What route is that? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, them dudes was doing track stuff. Like when they crossed the line, that's track. You know what I'm saying? That's track, bro. This is not.
This tackle would run it.
Them boy running track, man. So don't let these tests and stuff get y'all carried away, bro. Trust your film, what you're seeing on tape. Trust the traits on the tape. That's what I like. Trust the tape, or either the traits. That's what I like.
If they wide open on the tape, then draft them. If they wide open, I don't care. They run a 4.6. Because put this into perspective. Jerry Rice ran a 4.7. Keenan Allen ran a 4.7. I think the boy Cooper Kupp ran like a 4.67.
CeeDee Lamb ran a 4.5.
Dan Bryant ran a 4.5.
What Hopkins ran? I know Hopkins had a slow one too, though.
He was 4.5 guy, I believe. Hopkins a 4.5 guy.
I feel like this, right? Most like I said, the 40. I think like the shuttle drill is, like I said, I always say that the shuttle drill is by far the most translatable because it's in and out of your breaks, and that's what really football is. If somebody's running 40 yards, man, it is a broken play for sure. You know
that's way more important, Wes. You just said something. A receiver getting in and out of his breaks, that's really way more important than a 40 time. Because like the 40 time really just come into play on a fly route more than likely. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like fly routes. And how many times you just gonna run a fly route during the game?
Not many.
Not many, unless you just a Jalen Hyatt type guy. You know what I'm saying? So in and out of your breaks is way more important. If you can get in and out of your breaks quicker than the DB can, you're gonna be open.
You'll be open.
That's as simple as that.
And then I'm gonna tell you this too. Like I also feel like this. If I just want some pure speed, I guarantee you there's going to be some 4.2 guy that doesn't even get drafted. It's going to be a bucket. It's going to be a bucket.
You got on your team right now. You got a 4.2 guy on your team right now that don't even get the ball.
Yeah, so exactly.
And he can't even get on the team, get on the field.
So, and I'm going to tell you, fellas, think about this. The thoughts that we really got to be thinking about drafting the wide receiver right now is, hold on. Is this wide receiver that you draft this year, can he beat out Jalen Tolbert?
I ain't gonna lie.
Listen to me. I don't want to talk about no receiver that if we believe Jalen Tolbert was in this draft, he would be better than.
I say this. I probably take Tank over him right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of sold on Tank. I love Tank. So he might pet cat of the draft as far as wide receiver go.
Now listen to me though. But you guys get the premise of what I'm saying though, right? You guys get the premise of what I'm saying. The premise of what I'm saying is this: if anybody that you don't think is better than Jalen Tolbert should not be added to the team.
Shout out to Craig Lofton on Facebook because he just, man, it just make you mad at Kellen Moore. That's what I was whining about on my show earlier. He said, we know nothing about Tolbert, bro. We really don't, bro. That That's what I wanted to avoid, y'all. I wanted to avoid this.
Hey, listen, fellas. Remember, we were begging. Man, we was listening to me. We was begging, just suit him up. I have film of us literally just saying, just put him in a uniform. You know what I'm saying? Just give him his helmet, bruh.
Exactly.
Like
I would be even more pleased if I seen him try and fail.
And let me tell you the disrespect.
Because at least I know what he is. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this, landlord. You gave freaking, and listen, I ain't gonna lie. Dennis Houston was balling at training camp, so y'all leave me the hell alone. I went on national TV, national Facebook, and YouTube and said he was the best wide receiver on our team. And you know what? That day and at that moment, he was, because CeeDee Lamb was tripping like a mug, man. He was tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, they gave Dennis Houston a whole game, bruh. They didn't even draft him.
Ooh.
And he getting reps over. He getting wide receiver one targets in the first couple games.
And then you want to get mad at him because he jumped offside in a game that he ain't never. Like, come on, bruh. Like, if you didn't play football, I put that more on the damn offense. Why would you put him on the third down? Why would you put him out there knowing that he's not even,
I said, that's wide receiver 101 though. You supposed to check with the ref before you line up. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think. A wide receiver is the furthest away from the line of scrimmage. So it's easy to be outside. If you know what I'm saying. So you while you walking out there, you supposed to be like, hey, ref, I'm good. Okay. That's how wide receiver life go.
Hey, landlord, but you know what that also means, though? That means that that's not being preached.
Yeah, that's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a rookie should be doing it out of muscle memory and out of his ass knowing he better do it because he's been eating. You know what I mean?
That's supposed to be second nature. Like when you catch, you tuck the ball. That's supposed to be second nature. Like,
hey, I don't mean to cut y'all off, but I gotta give a shout out to DC for Life X for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, kinfolk.
Yeah.
Sammy Rose said he just saw Tank Dell highlights. We got Tank Dell at home. It's called Turpin. I wouldn't say that. Turpin. Well, I don't know what Turpin is.
Out on Turpin as a wide receiver. Let me keep it real.
I can't say we don't know, Wes. You seen?
You
must have seen. Well, did you see him in training camp? Because you must have seen something we didn't see. Because I ain't seen nothing.
This is what I'm saying. The reason why I'm out on Turpin as a wide receiver for the Cowboys is because there's never going to be a situation, I believe, that he is going to get behind a defense and Dak is actually going to throw the ball 40 yards. I don't think that's going to happen. Now under a Kellen Moore offense, he might have did it because Kellen Moore slaying that thing. You know what I'm saying? He was down to throw the ball 40 times.
But he wasn't down to throw it down the field though, right?
Exactly. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
How did T.Y. get that shot? But Turpin never
was
did.
3rd and 30. He ain't had no choice.
It was desperation. Like, you got to think about the amount of damn curve routes this man was calling. And what was even crazier about it, he was throwing curve routes. He didn't even have no counter to it. There was no stop and goes, right? Because if you have a stop and go in there, these folks will not even be trying to jump the routes like that. When you hit them over the top with a stop and go one time, they would stop jumping them damn curve routes like that. But we never saw that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Moore is corny. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to DC4 Life X with the $5 super sticker. I appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, like I said, and Kellen Moore has low key kind of messed us up a little bit. Like,
yeah.
We all, it's like we was in an abusive relationship, and it's like every time we see a red dress, we start twitching. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we got PTSD because of
KTSD.
I'm not. But listen, I'm not out on Turpin yet because the kind of offense we're going to be running, right? This man can catch a slant, and he has the speed. He can turn a slant into a house call if he has a scene.
Now, be real. Tell them what you told me on the phone. This finna be sad. Go on, tell them about Turpin what you said on the phone.
Wait. Which comment?
Let me put him on the big screen.
Remind me.
The one that hurt my feelings when I was like, that was just sad, bro.
Oh, you on the big screen?
Oh yeah. The only time that Turpin actually got a ball caught was the last play of the playoff game for the 8 yards.
So that was the one when Zeke was at center.
When Zeke was at center was the only time Turpin caught a ball. It was all.
Ain't that sad, y'all? Like, y'all, we should be angry. I told him, I said, man, Kellen Moore need to be sued, bro. We need to be suing Kellen Moore. The Cowboys fan base, if not the organization. We need to have a lawsuit against Kellen Moore, sir. He robbed us of 3 years of Tony Pollard, and he set up here and robbed us of a whole full season of seeing what Jalen Tolbert is and what Cavante Turpin is. We need a lawsuit, man. Let's go fund me and get a lawsuit.
For people saying he's too light, he'll get blown up. We don't know that yet, right? We don't know that.
Nah, he gonna get blew up if he don't get his ass down. He gonna for sure get blew up.
He might. They gotta catch him. They gotta
get blew up anyway.
Yeah. This is what I'm gonna tell you. I will tell you this right here though. I'll tell you this right here though. If you listen.
He said he was saving them for the 8 yards.
The whole season. But look, though, one thing. Go ahead.
It does not matter how fast the little mother effer is if you're not going to throw it to the little fast MFer.
Facts. But look, one thing that can give us a little positive turn on this. Okay. I didn't think about this. Yeah, we gonna put a little of that cowboy juju on now. You know what I'm saying? That cowboy pixie dust. That's what they call it. But look. Okay, Cavante Turpin did play a full USFL season before he joined us. Mm-hmm. Can we be fair about that? How many games is that? Like 12, I believe. Man, he played a full season before he played with us, though. Know what I'm saying? He didn't even have an off season. He left straight from USFL and went straight to the NFL.
And he stayed healthy. Praise God. That was his opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you get a rejuvenated Turpin this year. Who knows? We don't know.
Hey, also, West Coast, DC for Life X sent you $5 to your Cash App, I think.
Oh, God. Hey, listen to me, man. I be trying to not be on my phone while I'm live. Let me get on this. Hold on, let me give you some love. Hey, shout out. Hey, I got a couple people that send me some love too. Hey, shout out to Bambi Rose. I see you, man. I see you out there. Miss you, man. Hey, shout out to JW too. I see you. Who else we got up in here? And we got my boy Lemon. Appreciate you too.
Shout out to Craig Lofton. He said, "Did you see Danucci tonight?" We don't want to take ourselves through that, Mr. Craig.
Listen to me.
I don't want to hurt my eyes like that.
Listen to me. I have no problem with Ben DiNucci being really good where he's at. Praise God. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't want him on my team. I'm cool. What in the hell was we talking about?
We were talking about Turpin.
We were talking about Turpin.
Crazy ass Turpin. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you this is what I'm gonna say about Turpin. Turpin, first off, you need to get your life right with God, because I feel like when you be running them kickoff returns, you don't be trusting him.
Man, chill out.
You don't be trusting him,
man. Man need to go to church.
Listen to me. How you gonna tell me that you don't trust the left side of the field, baby? Like, once my boy commits to that side, he gone. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I've seen about Turpin is, like, when I first seen him, I thought he was like D-Jack. Like, I thought he could be like a little cheap man's D-Jack. But I'm going to tell you, D-Jack got, you know what I mean? He got that wiggle in him.
He got some wiggle.
Like, listen to me. This is a crazy statement, and I know it'll never happen because he's about to get paid, and you don't do this when he get paid. But Tony Pollard's a better kickoff returner. Like Tony Pollard is special on that kickoff return, bro. Like, and I know
he record, didn't he?
He tied it. I think he tied it with 7.
Yeah, it was something like that.
This. I'm gonna keep it real, man. What I would like to see Turpin do, and if you get your offensive line straight, just put him in the backfield, bruh. Put him in Turpin. Yes, just put him.
I just said that today. If people were watching my show earlier today,
CeeDee Lamb did rushing the ball. CeeDee Lamb every time. Go ahead.
Look, when I woke up this morning, my youngest son, Therese, he was watching Cavante Turpin highlights from high school.
Oh, you're so
nasty. Yes. Look, and I'm telling you, when I walk by I'm just waking up, walking by the TV. I'm like, I heard Turpin name. I said, "What you watching?" He said, "Turpin from in high school." I said, "What?" Man, they was handing Turpin the ball and everything. He was a running back. He was all kind of stuff. So, like, the dude, yes, he knows how to do all of this stuff. So you might as well put him in his comfort zone and, use him to the best of his abilities. Like, you know what I'm saying? I seen him be this player. And now, of course, it was in high school. You know what I'm saying? It was in high school. We know that. But he's been this same electric player from high school, TCU, to USFL. So, I mean, put him back in his comfort zone. Hopefully now, we can get this full Turpin this year. Hopefully. Because, I mean, just to be fair, like I said, he did do a whole season. And he was the MVP. It wasn't like he was just playing on the team. He was the MVP of that league.
I got a show idea. I think we need to do a show on Turpin in college and Turpin in the USFL and look at how he was used and why he excelled in those offenses and what we can do to get him excelled in this offense. Because he obviously, listen to me, I don't believe just lining him up as a wide receiver and telling him to go is the best thing to do. Because listen to me, you cannot outrun safety help. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say you can't if a safety's where he's supposed to be, you're not outrunning it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know TCU was not just lining him up and telling him go. You know what I'm saying? I know high school he wasn't just lining him up and go because there's not enough deep. No offense throws the ball that far, that long, that many times. They just don't do that. Not even Kansas City does that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like they were getting the ball into his hands and they was doing it fast. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely need to go look at some film and him and TCU.
That was a great idea.
And use USFL and then find out what they did to highlight this young man. Because I don't, MVP. Yeah, because I definitely don't want to give up. I definitely don't want to give up on him, but I just know that us just putting him out there in the slot and just gonna run fast. Like, bro, all they're gonna do is halo his ass and just he gonna be back there. And then I'm just be real. I love me some Dakota Let It Rain, but just like I tell my kids, listen, I love y'all, but I know y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I love y'all, but I know you at the same time. Dak is not going to listen to me, Cowboy fans. Come up closely. Come closer. Your quarterback ain't doing that. And it's okay.
Yeah.
He won like 61 games doing it his way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Dak is not throwing. He's not throwing the ball 70, 60. He's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So and guess what? How do you get Kevontae Turpin involved in this offense? You got to figure out a way, bro. He ran a 4.31 in his pro day. 4.34. Got one freaking pass. That's disgusting, bro.
Bro, he caught one, Wes. And it was on the foolish play, too.
With Zeke.
That's terrible, man. That is horrible. We should be looking for legal compensation.
Bro,
we need us some money.
Bro, think of these careers that Kellen Moore. Listen, we just gonna pause real quick and just bro.
A moment of silence.
A moment of silence for Dez Bryant's career, bro. Man, like, bro.
For the careers that Kellen Moore has.
Yeah, Amari Cooper, bro. Like, he had Amari Cooper looking like an 800-yard wide receiver, y'all.
Hold on. Wes. I'm not going to put the Dez Bryant one on him. He was not the play.
Oh, yeah, because that was Scotland in.
But what I'm saying is, like you just said, bro, just imagine what CD had an outstanding year this year. And look, if you watch film like I do, we'll have to come to the conclusion, like, okay, what percentage of those routes was curl routes? Because it was a large percentage. Look, CD went crazy with about 20% curl routes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. We need some help picking
balance. Think about this. And curl routes, and if they weren't curl routes, they were option routes. And an option route is damn near even harder. Why? Because an option route, now the quarterback and the wide receiver got to be on point. And it's like your quarterback. Think about this. Dak Prescott was out 5 weeks. First game of the season, back in, option route, middle of the field. What does Dak do? Interception.
Hey, Craig Lofton, what did you talking about the big Georgia tight end? What did he do? Because that's interesting. Yeah, what did he do?
I asked about him too.
He had an athletic one-hand catch down the side. He had a good shot.
I bet he ain't run the 40, did
he? He a tight end.
He ain't really got you.
Oh, okay. Because he huge, though. If I was him, I wouldn't run.
No, where do you see him going? The tight end. Where do you see him? What round you see him going?
He ran a 4.64, so he good.
Dang. What round you see him going? Washington.
After that,
this might be an early second, maybe a late early third, second.
This man is like this man is 6'7",
6'7",
and ran a 4.6. he is going like in the second round.
He should be playing basketball. Shoot, hell you mean?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Brian Peters said he ran a 4.65. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Look, when you a player like him and you choose to run, oh, you know he finna cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know you ain't gonna do nothing but boost your stock. You know what I'm saying?
He's freaking huge though. So I mean, the red zone target is ridiculous. What he can do for you in the red zone is ridiculous. 6'7".
And he got some wiggle too, Wes. He got some wiggle.
At 6'7", there are 5'11" corners. I don't give a damn how high you jump, bro. If he jumps as high as you're not. Legally, theoretically, unless you on something, you should not be able to get up that high. Most of the corners in the NFL are like 5'11", 6'1", bro. How are you like, bro? How is a 6'7"? No, how's a 6-foot guard gonna out rebound a 6'7" power forward? Typically, that doesn't happen.
I love weed. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say Ned's Gates though, because Gates was one of. I ain't gonna lie. I used to love Antonio Gates.
That
dude was a beast, bro. I used to love Gates. Gates. Who else? Gates and Gonzalez. I believe they kind of ushered in that new breed of tight end.
Hey, you know,
it was a couple of more of them, but them two kind of made and Shockey too.
Oh my God!
Even though he a giant,
there you go.
Even though he a giant, Shockey might have been. Shockey might have been the first one to usher that in. Wes, real talk.
Listen to me.
Shockey was a monster, bro.
You literally took his name out of my mouth.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I used to like Shockey, bro.
Not even like him, but like low-key used to have fear for him, bro. Because I
knew he could play, bro.
And in the final moments, bro, he was gonna come. He was gonna do some weird stuff. But Shockey, yes, he was definitely a tight end. I had a high appreciation for.
Yeah, like I'm talking about like who ushered in this new athletic tight end. I believe Shockey might have been one of the first ones.
Well, Shockey was definitely.
Then you got Antonio Gonzalez and Antonio.
You know who was nice too?
Gates.
Jimmy Graham was nice for a period too. Obviously Gronkowski too, but Gronkowski was more physical than he was anything else. These dudes.
He was athletic too. Yeah. Shout out to Rashad Johnson. Hernandez, bro. The league probably lucky that Hernandez turned out to be a crazy man. You know
hey, minus the BS.
If we would have had them two, if them two would have been playing on the same team, sir,
it would have been hard to stop them.
Man, forget about it, bro. Forget about it. Because you don't remember at the beginning of their career, nobody knew who was gonna be the best. It was debates about was Hernandez gonna be better than Gronk. It was debates about this. Like when at the beginning, nobody knew what was finna happen.
Another one, Vernon Davis.
Vernon Davis is nice too.
Yeah.
I love Vernon. I love Vernon Davis. I'm gonna tell you, since we on the subject, I'm gonna tell you another person that I had a high appreciation to, and I used to love him play is Boston, the wide receiver when he was in Arizona. Boston, the big wide receiver.
You talking about Anquan Bolden?
No, not Bolden. It was the wide receiver Boston. Man, was he Arizona? Man, I can't remember where he played for. I'm going to Google him. But yeah, he was nice. He played wide receiver. He was a big receiver. I remember the one you talking about too, but it was another one. Last. Go ahead.
Look, man, bro.
David Boston. That's what it was. David Boston.
Bernard Fields just snapped too. Martellus Bennett. Now we can't keep talking about all these other Cowboys. I mean, tight ends without saying Jay Witt. Now we know Witt.
Listen to me. I like Jay.
Witt was one of the ones. Now
Jason Witten was. He wasn't the most athletic, but he was more athletic than the most. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he did everything he's supposed to. Like he remind me of like Tim Duncan. Like, you don't know why he's so effective and why he's so good, but he just be good and effective. Like, you know what I'm saying? He do everything right. Mm-hmm. And he's consistent. That's what Jay Witt was.
Hey,
he had hands of gold, though. He had some hands now.
Oh, yeah, he did. And remember,
Jay Witt had some hands now.
Had that helmet knocked off in Philly. Boy ran all the way down the field. They changed the whole rule of him.
Straight up.
Hey, man, I got a couple people that's asking about this Tony Pollard, man, getting franchise tagged on Tuesday. Jerry out here making threats. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard
and what's crazy is he back talked right after that. Like, well, I didn't really say y'all give him the franchise tag. I might be trying to threaten somebody else with the franchise tag, and I'm talking about giving it to him. Then he laughed. Like, what the hell? You double talking? Shut up. Yeah. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Y'all know Jerry gonna say some crazy stuff at least once or twice a week, man. He's just like that, man. He's just
What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts on Tony Pollard getting an extension? He said hopefully it's an extension, I mean. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's absolutely phenomenally stupid to be putting a deadline on a injured player. Like, if you were not okay with signing Odell Beckham, who could not work out, why are you okay with signing any player? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, how can you have that mentality versus Odell in the middle of the season when you need a wide receiver? And what? I don't know. Mike could have helped you. I don't know. But then you're gonna go back and do something totally different. That doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't tag a single soul on this team. I wouldn't tag
healthy or unhealthy, bruh.
Yeah, I wouldn't tag Steele, Pollard, or Schultz. Now they
But
did put a second round tender on Steele, which makes more sense because there's not a lot of money.
You see how they tried to scare you too,
huh?
They put a second round tender on him.
They put a second round tender on Terrence Steele.
Okay, that was the news that came out about him. I mean, that makes sense.
You see how they tried to tell you too, like, we're not afraid to use
now,
the
you know
tag. They want you to know that they crazy. We're not afraid to use the tag.
And guess what? You know what that means on Terrence Steele? If Hattie would have been healthy, they would have put a first round tender on him. Because he got a second round and he's injured or ACL. That's that. So that lets me know that, you know, when it's time to sign him, you're okay with signing him because that's good money, man. That's good money. What the Cowboys got to then pay him for that second ring tender. But landlord, what was you saying?
I was just saying about damn, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
We was talking about tags, tenders, and chicken strips and all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to see nobody tag though. I feel like we should be able to work out a deal with Tony so we can utilize this money elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, my thing is this: how are you preaching to one guy? Hey man, landlord, I really need you to take take this extension, man, and really help us out on this cap so we can save, $22 million. And then you're gonna go to the next room. Hey, Henny, man, you're gonna take this deal or I'm gonna guarantee you $10 million. That isn't like, how are you? They literally walk out of one room and say a whole other story in another room.
Yeah.
Like, what's crazy? How you gonna threaten me with $10 million up front?
Oh my God, facts.
Like, you better do what I say. I'm gonna give you $10 million.
What they say? Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yes, exactly. And it's like, think about this. Like, that's why I say, like, I'm 100% with you guys on the no tag for anybody. And my thing is this: how can you threaten Tony Pollard with a tag? If the tag is $10 million, that means they are literally offering Tony Pollard a $10 million contracts. You know what I'm saying? Because think about this. If I was the Jerry Jones, I would never have told Tony Pollard he was getting tagged. Because once you tell him that you're okay with tagging him, you literally set his price. Because if I'm Tony Pollard,
I wish somebody threatened me like that.
He said what?
He said, I wish somebody threatened me like that. Do what I say, I'll give you $10 million.
Don't threaten me with a good time like that.
Facts.
Yeah,
but think about this, though. Think about this. With the franchise, with you threatening him with the franchise tag, you literally set the price tag for him. Because if you're Tony Pollard, there's no way I would take a deal that's less than $10 million because why? I could just go get the franchise tag. You shouldn't have even given him the option. If you want Tony Pollard to get a cheap contract, why would you threaten him, like Henny said, with $10 million? That's dumb.
Shout out to my little son, Therese Joy, my youngest son. But look, look, this one thing I do want y'all to realize too. People ain't remembering this. Look,
what's up?
While the Joneses up here playing dirty and playing hardball, they playing with Trayvon Diggs. They playing with everybody. You know something? You know what?
What?
Micah is watching, sir. Micah see this.
And he gonna cuss everybody out.
Micah see this, bro, and he's coming down that line somewhere. But he gonna be already playing in his, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be understanding how he need to handle y'all. You see what I'm saying? And I don't like that. Now, this is your star player. Micah is already formulating his plan. I guarantee you. He like, oh, okay, this how they do business? Because, bro, this is how you do business. Your reputation stands. It sticks, right? Yeah. If you screwed over everybody in your neighborhood, that's your reputation. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so these players are looking at the Joneses like, okay, I see what you do. Trayvon Diggs, top 5 corner in the league, and you want to play with him. Okay, watch what we do. Now, Micah's sitting back watching. Okay, he taking notes. Him and his team is taking notes right now. So, y'all need to be careful on the way y'all move and want to handle these players, man. Like I'm Cowboys forever. I'm Cowboys over everything, but we need players to make up the team. You know what I'm saying? We
Hey,
still need the players now.
And I want to circle around real quick because I saw a comment in there that kind of touched my soul, and that is Eastside Harold always saying the wrong thing. Appreciate you being consistent. He said Jalen Tolbert is a bust. Real quick, do you guys? What are y'all thoughts on Jalen Tolbert being a bust, or is he a bust? Does he even meet the qualifications? Question is really, Eastside Harold, did he have enough snaps to even qualify as a bust?
They would try to say that he is a bust because he didn't get those snaps. That's what people trying to say.
Like he can pick?
Hey,
no, they trying to say like he didn't earn the snaps. That's what they. That's the only angle they could be coming from.
There's no such thing as a third-round draft pick being a bust. Like he was barely a top 100 pick, right? So like, how can a guy who was drafted to be a rotational player, be a bust? He's still like he's at the end of the rotation. That's all that means. Like he has not gotten a chance to get on the field. So you can't be a bust when you're not a first round pick. Even a second round pick, you can't really say is a bust because you drafted in the second round. They're not a premium pick. There's issues why they weren't a first round pick, right? So there's more expectations on the first 32 draft picks taken than guys after that.
Hey, when I talked to him, I met him at the Senior Bowl. Hey, Jalen said he gonna do some things now. So hey, we finna see. You know what I'm saying? We finna see. I think he can turn it around though.
And the cool thing about the game is, man, you gotta have opportunities to fail, bro. Like even if you're gonna fail, you gotta have opportunities to fail. And one can't listen to me, Canlin Moore. Like if we're not gonna assume, like, listen, we don't assume that Kevontae Turpin is a bust. Want to know why? Because we give his kickoff return credit for his wide receiver. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: if Kevontae Turpin, if he did not do kickoff returns, we would be like, hell yeah, he a bust. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, we brought him in to do. So it's like, I think it's just all about how you view him. Like, a player getting on the field, I'm sorry, that has nothing to do with him. That has to do with the field, because guess what? I'm gonna give you a great example. Donovan Wilson. One would say Donovan Wilson sucks. Why? Because he couldn't get on the field. No, Donovan Wilson never sucked. He just couldn't get on the field. I can't explain it. I don't know why.
I can explain it.
Preseason too.
I can explain it.
Right. All it is, that was the weird thing. That was the weird thing about it.
This is what it is. Coaches have their preferences.
Facts.
Look, that's all it is. This coach want a long safety. He want a fast safety. He want a tall safety. Donovan ain't none of those things. You know what I'm saying? He's not tall. He's not fast. But he's a football player. He's coming laying wood. Certain coaches have their preferences. That's all it is, bro. Just like Will McClay said this on the interview. He was like, everybody has their preferences and they have their biases. He said you got to understand he said the best way to be a scout is to understand what your biases are. He knows that he's an old school defensive back. And you know what I'm saying? They don't coach him the same way. It's what the old folks say. They don't make them like they used to.
No,
so he understands that. You know what I'm saying? He understands that.
The same way.
Huh?
You can't even coach these kids the same way. So no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Will McClay said he got certain biases that he looked for on the way that he get that the players get coached, that he got to let go because he know that they ain't coached the same way no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a part of it.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Said, we took Joseph over Santi Samuel Jr. So they have biases in how they draft as well.
Your biases and you reaching for need is what gets you in trouble and have you screwed up when it comes to drafting players. Like your biases. You might not like the player, just like George Pickens out of my city. He out of Birmingham. Excuse me. I knew the boy can play. I was begging the Cowboys to draft him last year. But he had some little stuff on his record. You know what I'm saying? Kind of made people not want to mess with him. But that's a preference, right? That's still a preference. I want choir boys. What we used to laugh at Jason Garrett about. Him liking all these good Christian boys that don't want to do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like that our guys. Like Mike McCarthy kind of brought some attitude guys in here. Jason Garrett had the cleanest guys you ever want to see. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like we used to joke on Jason Garrett for having all these clean guys on their team.
And what's even crazier, we still have guys with character issues on the team right now. But because they were undrafted, the front office is fine with that.
Yeah,
I think it's stupid. Like, you don't want guys with character issues. Don't bring them in as undrafted free agents either.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason is, it's all about your loss, man. If a guy, it's about trying to project your loss. You know what I'm saying? If a guy has character issues, then if he messes up, you invested money in him, and then you lose that money. You know what I'm saying? Like Kelvin Joseph right now, for example. Kelvin Joseph, like the Cowboys, honestly, like we're at the point now where we're at Kelvin Joseph where we're so invested where it is small. It's almost like he has to eventually do something. You know what I'm saying? You get what I mean? Like, because like we're the second round pick. You stood by him behind the situation that happened last year. You still put him out there and played. He gave up 2 touchdowns in the game you lost. You win that game. Guess what? That's the difference between you playing at home in the playoffs and playing on the road. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, that had huge ramifications. And you still stuck with it. You still gave him opportunities. So
I do want to.
Go ahead.
Look, I got one thing to ask. Know you the numbers guy. Whenever you get a chance, please look into the NFL, even if you can look this up. I want to know the percentage of third-round picks that play. I think that's a good question. Or is that just the Cowboys' ideology? Because we expect the third-round pick to come in and start and produce. We don't supposed to replace with the draft like this. This is only the Cowboys' ideology.
Yeah.
Like replacing a starter with a third-round pick. Look, if we went into this right now, Wes, this right here let you know that this is craziness. Say, for instance, we had no slot receiver right now. None, 0. And I tell you, Wes, hey, check this out. We're going to go into the draft and replace a starter with a rookie third-round pick. How excited would you be about that? We got doubts about replacing the guy with a first-round draft pick at receiver or something.
Listen to me, fellas. I'm going to tell y'all this right here. If you're going into the draft with a need, you failed free agency.
Yeah.
Can we say that? Can I get everybody's opinion on that? Can we all agree on that? If you're going into the draft, because you guys got to remember, the last time we played was January what? Someday in January.
Yeah.
And guess what? The draft is in April 26th.
You have ample amount of time.
You got 90. You almost got 4 months. You have ample amount of time. If you're going, listen to me, I'm saying it right now. I don't give a damn what the Cowboys do in the draft. If we go into the draft with the same needs, you failed free agency. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all to think about this. The Cowboys last year, we started off free agency, man. I mean, in that 49er game, we got to stop the run, bro. We got to stop the run. We got to stop the run. We got to stop the run. 49ers, this is 2021. Beat us in our stadium. Drop 126 on us. Free agency. Hold on, all free agency. We saying, got to stop the run. Got to stop the run. Don't bring in nobody. Don't do anything. Then we go in the draft. What's what happens in the draft? Hey, man, we got to get a run stopper. Got to get somebody to help us stop that run. Guess what? Don't get nobody. The one kid you did get, the kid we did draft, you end up letting him go. He went to Washington, ended up starting a couple games for him, the white boy.
Yeah, Ridgeway from Arkansas. It was a stupid move.
That was a stupid move. Made no sense. But you kept the kicker and you kept a bunch of other dudes we should have let go. So you see how the Cowboys never fix the need, so the need is always there. Go ahead,
Landon. I see a percentage, man. This is just a rough percentage. They say like 36% of the third round picks that start. So we going in here looking not only for him to start, but for him to produce. No, I'm saying like, that's crazy.
Have a role.
That's crazy.
Have an actual role.
That is crazy, y'all. I don't think y'all get it. Like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
My boy said Eagles about to lose a free agents. They just got. I mean, the one thing about the one thing that sucks about the Eagles is, and it sucks about any team that loses in the Super Bowl, but they did lose. So it's like, since a lot of times when players get money, they might when they win a Super Bowl, they might be inclined to take less money to stay together. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, Cowboys, do not be Cowboy fans. Do not get funky with me and try to blow my inbox up, because I will block your ass when I start making content about the Cowboys interested in possible Eagles players, because they got some people I want too, and a bunch of them dudes will look good in Cowboy helmets.
I'd take Hargrave right now.
Thank you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's all I gotta say. What are y'all thoughts? Who's some Eagle
I'll
players?
take Hargrave right
Hargrave.
now.
I'll still take Fletcher Cox.
He got quiet for a minute. I will too.
Right price. I'm taking Fletcher Cox.
Landlord was like asterisk.
Nah,
He a little older, but he a player though. He's still balling at his older age.
Pull up their free agents. Ain't that boy Graham out there though?
James Bradbury is still a free agent now.
It's gonna be a free agent. He got
Miles Sanders a free agent.
Time out. Wait. Let's talk about him real quick. Pull up them Eagles free agents real quick. Pull them up. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you what these other teams be doing. They be taking players from divisional players. Like that's what you're like, Mr. Take Your B. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different between getting a girl who got she's single and she cool, but then you really take somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, I got the list pulled up right now.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Take Your. You feel me?
Suiting them and stuff too. They was just a couple coffee guys.
Can we start with Bradbury first? Because I feel like if I make a video about Bradbury coming to the Dallas Cowboys, I'm gonna get crucified.
You will.
Because nobody.
Payne just got the franchise tag, so he off limits right now.
Yeah, we knew he was gonna tag though. I knew there was no way he was walking out of the building.
How do y'all feel about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson?
The safety?
That's the one that had all them picks, then.
Yeah.
My only thing is, if you bring him to the team, who are you to get? Because Hooker's under contract. J-Ron should be under contract for one more year. No, is J-Ron a free agent?
No, J-Ron.
Nah, he got another. He got signed
one more year.
And
then, bro, if you bring in Chauncey, then that basically means that Dono's going. I don't want to. No, sign Dono.
You best to I ain't gonna lie. And look, did y'all see that article came out saying that they basically struggling to sign LVE and Dono? And I told my people, hey, get ready, because they gonna probably screw us with Dono, y'all. They probably ain't gonna sign Dono, and I'm gonna be mad as hell. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I don't want to hear no damn article about them struggling to sign LVE and Donovan Wilson, because them is two folks that don't even know each other. Hell, you mean? No, their play is so different. You should not be struggling, because you should want to sign Donovan Wilson and LVE. I'm gonna put it on the table. If it's there when I get back, I'll take that as a sign. If not, I'm gonna shake your hand right now. Hell, you mean? How are you struggling to sign LVE? Are you really telling me you're offering him money and he's saying no?
I guess he want more.
He's saying no.
Listen, I guess LVE grew a backbone. He said he ain't gonna get bent over this year.
Yeah.
He sure got bent over last year. He got
like,
bent
I'm
over
asking myself, what is he using to say, like, when LVE, oh man, here goes your contract. What are you saying in return? What are you saying? Oh no, I just feel like I'm better. What?
Did you see those last 4 games? That's what he gonna say.
Bruh, listen to me.
Let's look at his cumulative numbers.
I don't agree, but you know what I'm saying.
I said like this: 4 games, if anything, proves the inconsistency. I can't. This contract's gonna be 17 games.
This is a good segue to something I want to talk about too.
There's better linebackers out there. It's better linebackers out there than LVE.
Look, let's name replaceable positions on offense and defense. Who are some players that could be replaced? Because we talking about one right now. LVE is a replaceable position.
Easily.
Well, hey,
Malik Hooker is a replaceable position to me too. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, listen.
Yeah, but you're not gonna sign. You're not
LVE
signing a free agency and sign another safety free. You'd be signing 2 free agent signs.
Well, I'll say a upgradable position, somewhere that you would like to get better at. We'll say that.
Well, I'll say this in LVE's defense for wanting more money. I could understand why his team would want that. This was statistically his best season since 2018.
I don't give a damn.
Well, I said why he would want more money. I didn't say
all them hug tackles he was doing in the beginning of the year.
9 tackles, sack. I'm just saying.
What, he got 1 sack?
He got a sack. He got a forced fumble. That's it.
He got 1 sack.
Hey, he said pay him. He said pay him, dog. Cuz said pay him.
I got 1 sack. Don't you see this?
I got a sack. I got a sack, dog. I got 9 sacks.
You better pay me. Hey, I gotta say.
Hey, listen to me.
Look, hold on, man. This is right here. Listen.
Hey,
hold on, wait a minute. Look, this would be funny. Look. Well, like you said, they brought LVE the contract, and he looked at the numbers, and he was like, nah, I think y'all need to revisit this. You must ain't see that in that sack I got. You must didn't see the sack. You tripping.
Oh
Hey,
Lord.
we need that sound bite of when Dollar Bill came in there trying to get more money from Blue, bro.
That's what I got. You know I got that on my show.
You
That's
ain't.
I got a contract. You know what I'm saying?
Don't pay them country boys nothing.
Oh my God. I wish, man, listen to me. LVE. I need to know what you want, bro. Because Bobby Wagner is available. And you're telling me, like, what are you talking about? Like, if you're willing to give LV, listen to me. If you're willing, I think it's more than $5 million. Because think about this: they gave Keon O'Neal a safety who had never played a starting linebacker full time in the NFL, $5 million to pretend to be a linebacker for a year. And I say pretend because the very next year he went right back to being a safety.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him $5 million. LVE got 3 last year. So I'm thinking in my head, LVE has to want at least 5 to, I think he won like 7. I think he won like $7-8 million. He know you're not $10 million player, but he has to want at least $6 to $7 million. Okay, boom. LVE won 6 to 7. Okay. Bobby Wagner just got released on a $10 million. So he know he ain't gonna get $10 million. So I think right about now, Bobby Wagner's probably asking me for probably about $7 to $8 million. So LVE, I want to know, why shouldn't I give him this $8 million over giving you $6 million? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I actually believe Bobby Wagner's $2 million better than you, bro.
You ain't gotta believe it. You know it. This was
all
all pro last year.
So sell me. So think about this, fellas. It's really not. We gonna start looking at stuff on this level, a different level. It's not really about paying LVE $6 million. It's not really about paying Bobby Wagner $8 million. It's really about what am I gonna get for that $2 million from Bobby Wagner, or what am I gonna get in saving $2 million with LVE? I'm sorry. I think this is one of the situations where you just need to pay more.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta pay to play.
Save on your middle. There's just some things in life you shouldn't save on, bro. Don't save on your middle linebacker. Don't save on.
Move LVE to the weak side and sign Bobby too.
Let's go younger. You already got athletes out there. Like, I would prefer to see Damone Clark playing weak side linebacker with the speed he had. That man got up to over 20 miles per hour running a guy down last year. So I would just have Damone Clark play weak side linebacker.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you,
definitely ain't paying LVE nothing close to Bobby though. But
and also think about this: LVE on a weak side or strong side, that technically means he's gonna have more contact. So everybody's up here saying, "Oh, put him on the outsides, he'll get less contact." Or I would think a middle linebacker would probably get more contact because they got a defensive tackle. When you're on that edge, you're gonna be running, and we got quarterbacks in our division that actually run the ball, like Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts. Those dudes are gonna get on the edge. And if Lamar, oh my God, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. Can I say something real quick? Because this
Starboy ain't lying.
This what he said. What Starboy said? What the hell Starboy
said? He said nobody knew LVE before we drafted him because I sure ain't know.
Hey, that's real truth. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, he said I love weed. Said Devin Bush for a year. I'll take him over LVE.
I would too. You know what? This is my thing, right? I don't even care if my middle linebacker is athletic, bro. Are you smart? Because right now, the number one thing that my defense really lacks is a brain. Because Micah Parsons is not your brain. You know what I'm saying?
We tried that and it didn't work out that well.
And theoretically, bro, your safety shouldn't be your brain because he's the furthest dude from the play.
Yeah, he got to run up to talk to people.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I've never had a defense where everything in life didn't revolve around the damn middle linebacker. I don't get this. Like, think about this. You would really think that, like, the plays are coming in from the safety. So it's like if there's stuff going on, he could easily miss a call with the defensive line.
Mm-hmm. Craig Lofton, Barkin gone head on.
Oh yeah, and Choctaw. I'm gonna say Choctaw. That's not true. He said you don't know nobody till we draft him. That's not true. I know exactly who Dak Prescott ass was because he dropped 50 on my Arkansas Razorbacks.
Me too.
I knew
he led Mississippi State to the number one team too.
Hey, what about that Harper? That Harper
like,
boy, I like him. 50 number 50 blasting linebacker who did not get any opportunity.
He can play, bro. He can play. I like Devin Harper. Real talk. He showed out in preseason, but he ended up getting hurt.
That's what took him off the field.
Yeah, he showed up in preseason.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I honestly think Harper was trending better than Clark.
Yeah, Clark went up. Remember,
I think
Clark was hurt.
I think everybody. Listen, I think everybody trending better than Cox right now.
Well, y'all leave, man. Y'all leave Jabril Cox. Now, Jabril Cox.
We said the boy can't tackle. You a linebacker that can't tackle. You can't get on the field.
You might as well be a DB then.
He could be
for real.
Can't
bro.
be a strong safety because strong safeties have to tackle because they're in the box. He could be a free safety.
Exactly.
Or you just turn him into an edge rusher and just let him get off. But it's the cool thing about the game is, Sam, listen, this next draft, there's only not even draft, I want to say free agency because remember free agency comes first. We don't even really, we have needs, but we don't really have no great need where we need a top player. I would love Deron playing, but if we could just get an upgrade from Gallimore, we would actually be better. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. LVE, think about this. LVE actually, there was a time where we were thinking, oh my God, I can't wait till LVE get back.
Yeah, we was.
Imagine if we can get a guy that's better than him.
Mm-hmm. I think Devin Bush is better. I think Tremaine Edmonds is better.
And these aren't even major players in the league right now. They got big names, but they're not we don't need the blah blah blahs. We don't need that. We just need guys who are a little bit better than what we have right now.
Yeah.
I think when you see at this point.
That's why I said you can see from their behavior what our areas of need is. You know what I'm saying? You see they went and traded for what's his name? The big guy out of the Raiders.
Hankins.
Yeah, they went and traded for Hankins. So that right there alone lets you know we need defensive tackle help. You know what I'm saying?
And we had
yeah, I like him, but that still means if you had to go trade, if the Cowboys went and traded for somebody, come on now, they needed some help.
Hey, think about this. We brought in Gerald McCoy. We signed Gerald McCoy. He was our free agent signing big year. You know what I'm saying? We traded for Hankins. We brought in Dontari Poe.
It did not work at all.
It did not work at all. Landlord, you said something phenomenal. Cowboys know they need a D tackle. So, bruh, just go, listen to me. Some stuff that you can, there's some things you get hurt, mama can kiss it and make it feel better and you go along it. Some stuff, bro, you just need to go to a doctor. You just need to let them fix it and then you can come home. All these little Band-Aids, because guess what? Hankins played good this year, but somebody put in the comment box how old he is. And I'm going to tell you, older players, they're going to start diminishing at some point. Who's to know that this is a year? I love Hankins, but he didn't play 17 games for us last year.
Nah, he didn't. He got hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
He did get you a yard. He got you a yard better against the run, though.
Exactly.
When he was on the field.
Facts. But what I'm saying is we cannot go into this season with him being the coup de grace of, oh my God,
no,
if Hankins don't play well, we can't put that. We can't put stopping the run on Hankins.
Listen,
not
a whole season.
Stopping the run on one person.
Yeah, no.
Facts.
No. This is how you supposed to behave in the draft. You're supposed to add to your team.
Facts.
Not replace your team. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to add. So okay, you went and traded for Hankins. He's a little long in the tooth. He probably won't be able to sustain this level of play for many more years. So you go and get a young guy to help him out and learn up under him. That's how you're supposed to behave with the draft. You don't supposed to be asking these players for super big roles every time. You can get away with that sometime, but not every time, bro. We just been fortunate. We lucky that we got Will McClay. That's all this is. We are lucky and fortunate that we got a player scout that is that good. Because just imagine if he fumbled a couple of times. We would be terrible. I don't think y'all understand that. That's why I said we
actually have done some fumbling. But think about this, landlord. You fumbled on the side that has the best coaching.
On the defense?
Yeah, because, bro, Kevin Joseph was a fumble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kevin was a fumble, but you still had Anthony Brown though. You coached Anthony Brown up.
But
You know
that's what I'm saying. But but praise God that our biggest fumbles, like, because imagine if like a second, like, because even think about this, Kelvin Joseph's a 2nd round pick, but Jalen Tolbert, he picked 88. You know what I'm saying? So he shouldn't have really theoretically been on the field. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't. Think about this. I say this all the time. If we was living off of free agency, we would be starving. We would be
dead.
Yeah, we would be anorexic. Our ribs would be showing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We would be in shambles. That's why I said that right there. Okay, when it comes to team building, they speak so much about team building. Y'all just neglect the whole aspect of it. How does that make sense at all? You know what I'm saying? Like, you put all your focus on the draft, all your eggs in that one basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have any other eggs in no other basket. You know what I'm saying? It's draft or bust for y'all. Y'all just totally ignore free agency. You know what I'm saying? That's foolishness, man. Everybody out there having fun and we just looking out the window. It's crazy.
Man, like that SpongeBob meme when Squidward was looking out.
SpongeBob
and Patrick having all the fun.
They out there with their hands up having fun. We is just over here with a 10 eye.
Living their best life.
It's crazy, man.
And I'm gonna tell you this right here too, man. You know, Cowboys, it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me when the Cowboys have, like, you know, it's our guy. This is, we're going to trust our guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to, you know, but then it's funny sometimes when they don't trust their guys. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, they kind of, you know, they're not really consistent in that area, because if they trusted their guys, then Jalen Tolbert would have been on the field last year. T.Y. Hilton we would have lived and died by Jalen Tolbert. Like, we would have been sitting here like, nah, I don't know. I know Jalen Tolbert, but they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one of the kind of the nuances that, you know, Cowboys definitely want to pick up coming up in this new year. Also, man, let's talk about, kind of finish this show up. Let's kind of talk about, you know, another guy that, you know, a big name that we Cowboys got to think about what they're going to be doing too is Dalton Schultz, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's, you know, obviously, you know, with the Cowboys saying that they are going to franchise tag Tony Pollard, that means that leaves the conversation for Dalton Schultz and what's going to happen with him. So what are y'all thoughts on Dalton Schultz?
I think he's gone. I don't want him to be gone, but I do not believe they are going to work out a deal. Dalton Schultz has found himself in the predicament of being the best available free agent in his position. When you look at Dalton Schultz's production over the last 2 years, right? Like, he is like top 3, top 2, and like a whole bunch of different categories among his position. So he's going to get paid by somebody. Like, people in Dallas may not look at Dalton Schultz like that guy, but people around the league, like, he has put up production. So, and
the only people that don't like Dalton Schultz is Cowboy fans. Like,
for the most part. But yeah, so like all these other guys that are actually better than Dalton Schultz are not available. Kittle's not available, right? Andrews is not available. Kelsey's not available. Like, you go down the list of these other tight ends with names. Yeah. You go down the list of the other tight ends with names. Like, they have contracts. Dalton Schultz is the closest in production you're going to get to those guys. So somebody's going to pay them.
Shout out to Michael Lockhart. Hey, touche, sir. He said, you know, I said they got all their eggs in one basket. They have no other eggs in no other basket. He said eggs are too expensive these days, landlord. Hey, you right. Touche,
hey, I was literally reading that comment like, what in the hell are they talking about?
Yeah. Hey, you got me on that one, sir. You're right about that. But man, when it comes to Schultz, bro, I feel like we probably just not gonna get him, bro. Like, and I think Schultz is a capable player, bro. I think he's a good player. I think he's good with Dak too. You know what I'm saying? That matters. The way he plays with your quarterback, it matters. And like I said, on this year, even though they say it's gonna be 20 to 30% change, it will be a lot of change. You know what I'm saying? So I think you need to be a little careful on how much you change as far as personnel go. But if they feel like they can get what they got from Schultz, from Jake Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot, then it is what it is. We're going to have to see. And that's going to be a gamble. It will be risky. But I feel like those are some talented players, though. You know what I'm saying? They talented players and very athletic. We can see what happens, I guess. But I don't think they're going to sign Schultz, man. I think they're going to let him go.
And I'm going to tell y'all this real quick. We got to stop with the because Ferguson and Henderson and Hendershot, in my opinion, did not show me enough to feel that I can replace one of those guys with Dalton Schultz. And I'm gonna tell you guys this reason. I'm gonna tell you why. Because between the two of them, they couldn't even outplay each other to show me who's better between the two of them. You know what I'm saying? I feel the exact same way about both of the guys. And I'm gonna tell you something else that I also saw about my young tight ends. Did you guys notice that they play better with Cooper Rush? You want to know why? Because backups tend to play better with the guy that they're getting the ball to. You know what I'm saying? So
backups play with backups. Yeah.
Backups play exactly. Backups play at the backups. So that's why I think that we did see that kind of go out. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: the number one thing that Hendershot and Ferguson's gonna have to do to stay on the field this year, your head coach just said they want to run the ball, man. So it ain't gonna really be about like who can go run down the field 60 yards because Kellen Moore, that was a Kellen Moore offense and a West Coast based offense. Your tight end is gonna be catching some very basic passes, and his ass is gonna be run blocking.
Yeah. And to add on,
so that's what it's gonna really come down to between those three guys. Who is Dalton Schultz can't block? Man, life's crazy. I'm gonna stop reading your comments. All right, but I gotta stop that. You know, Zeke had 12 rushing touchdowns, and a couple of them were definitely behind Dalton Schultz. But listen to me, Dalton Schultz, listen to me. The problem that Dalton Schultz gets is he's not the player that you imagine when you see the position. That's it. And that's Dak Prescott gets that same thing. That's why some people just have this epiphany against Dak. Like, I just don't know what it is. I just don't rock with him. It's because when you think of the tight end or the quarterback that you perceive, Dak Prescott does not meet those criteria, even if he is playing well. Like Dalton Schultz has led your team 2 years, even a team when Amari Cooper was on it in first downs. And he had 8 touchdowns. And think about this. The same people who say that that Dalton Schultz can go, I want to ask you a question. Who do you think was your playoff MVP this year? What Dallas Cowboys scored more touchdowns in the playoffs this year? Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz is the player who gave you 3 touchdowns in the playoffs. Nobody else did that. Man, and let's just be real. Dalton Schultz. They not. Dalton Schultz and CeeDee Lamb is really the only people that showed up in that 49er game.
Yeah. Man, listen,
like
man.
Schultz and CeeDee, they was on.
Schultz left a bad taste in our mouth, just kind of like Trayvon Diggs did too. Man. He left a bad taste in the fan base mouth.
You gotta peep this though.
Pause.
Just peep this though.
Facts. Super Bowl.
among his position, he was 5th in touchdowns, 6th in yards, and 4th in receptions the last 2 seasons.
So you're gonna get rid of a whole tight end because he can get his feet down when he needed. That sounds extremely dumb. So you don't care about the 3 touchdowns.
That's a top 5. That's a top 5 tight end of the last 2 seasons.
Like what?
Right, Landlord, can you agree? Based on his production, he's a top 5 tight end, right?
I feel like he was. I would like to see what he did. Like I said. I don't know, bro, because I think his production says so. I'll say that, but
just look at the raw production. I know he isn't a special athlete. I know all these different things that people throw out there.
I ain't even going that route. I kind of just want to know: is it Dak? You know what I'm saying? Because Dak make people better.
Well, guess what? It don't matter because you're not gonna be able to find out. You want to know why? Because Dak is your quarterback.
True.
And let me tell you this right now. If you go look at Dak's career, he has thrown more touchdowns to Dalton Schultz than anybody in his career.
Like that's what I'm saying. Look, though, the only reason it matters, though, can Dak do it with the other guys? You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing. You had a taste of that this year. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something too. It really doesn't matter. I want everybody to say it really doesn't matter. Say this, everybody. It really doesn't matter. Say that. Everybody say it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You want to know why? Because in a West Coast offense, you need 3 tight ends. You want to know why? Because you're going to be running a lot of 12 personnel. 12 personnel is how many tight ends? 2. So you're going to tell me you're going to have listen to me. In every single game, we have 3 tight ends. You want to know why? Because you need 2 to play, and you need another guy on the backside. So it's really not about who Ferguson is good or Schultz is better. Listen to me. Landlord said this about 20 minutes ago. We need to stop trying to make this team better by taking players off of it. Listen to me. Be Cowboy Nation for one time in your life. Be greedy. Jerry, find a way to keep them all and get more players.
Yeah, you gotta add to this team.
Like instead of
I
getting
think
rid
that
of
was
Schultz,
one of the biggest mistakes, Wes. For
thank
us
you.
for us to get as far as we did last year, I hope he learned his lesson, because we lost to San Francisco in a close game last year, and he took away our best receiver.
Facts.
Then this year, you get even further. Why don't you think think about that?
Let's add
It's
more.
common sense. Add more.
Add more.
It's common sense. If I add more, maybe I'll go further. Don't take away everything and then think it's gonna be the same. That's what I'm kind of afraid of that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to me.
It was kind of miraculous that we got further without more. And people want to dog out Dak and stuff. Like, it's crazy.
Hey, listen, the only thing in life that gets better by removing is cancer and a bad relationship. That's it, bro.
And child support.
Oh my Lord. Oh Lord. Shout out. Hey, I rebuke child support in the name of Jesus.
You take child support away, you get better. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. There ain't too many things in life where if you cut it off or you cut it out or you take it out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is gonna get better. You feel me?
Don't be afraid of change. Change is not always good, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be ready to change, but it ain't always good, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It is a bad side to change. You know what I'm saying? The grass is not always green. You know what I'm saying? On the other side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, we talked about.
He ain't been trying to say something too.
Go ahead, hit it.
Nah, I actually wasn't going to say nothing. I was actually just reading comments over here.
Okay.
What the hell what comment was you reading?
I'll read everybody's comments.
Now, listen to me. Child support shouldn't be banned because there's some of y'all that need to be on child support because you ain't going to go see a damn kid. Listen to me. I believe in child support for bad fathers, but these good fathers that's really handling their business, nah, I don't believe in it. Nope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in it. Everybody don't need braces. Some of us can just, you feel me? Some of us can just handle it. New cancer don't always get away better than child support. I support getting rid of that issue. Change. It says change is good. Change is good, and if they don't produce when it matters most, change is in football is good if they don't produce when it matters most. Honestly, that's not. I don't necessarily believe that's necessarily true. You're not going to get rid of someone because they failed in one game. That's not how football works. Like if that's the case, then guess what? The Eagles got to get rid of half their team. Like I'm gonna tell you,
look, Franklin Saint. On Snowfall, check this out though. He said change in football is good if they don't produce when it matters the most. Okay, look. Now changing, you thinking about, you optimistic. You know what I'm saying? You thinking about good change. It is a such thing as bad change. How would you like to have that stale offense Scott Linehan was running back again? You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be good change. We'll be pretty much in the same situation we already in.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Your situation can get worse. So all I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? We got, think about this. We hired Mike Nolan. Was that good change? You know what I'm saying? You just can't say change is just everything.
We changed his ass the next year.
We changed right back again. You know what I'm saying? So, you just got to stay kind of level-headed when you change the stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to. Hold on, you just gotta trust your front office to make the right change. But go ahead.
Who's he talking about? Franklin saying, who you mad at today?
What he said?
He said it's more than 1 year. Who is he talking about? Because there's nobody on our team that's been on our team for 4 years that hasn't hasn't produced. So I don't y'all listen to me. Y'all gotta stop being so extremist. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, you'll never be able to coach like kids football. With the mindset of some of you guys, like they got to go from being a rookie or they got to go from this to being great. That's not how it works, man. That's why these guys have careers, because they typically get a little bit better every year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you guys this about, he says, y'all talking about keeping Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz has produced. Listen to me.
I just read the stats.
It's like this is the issue. This is the problem, though. His stats don't compare, not his stats. He doesn't produce to you because you're thinking about some dope play that Kittle did or some that Kittle or this, that. But if you go look at the numbers, he's right there with the rest of them. right there. And you got to remember, it's about value to your team. It doesn't matter what the person's grass, what the dude's lawnmower across the street does if it don't work on your grass. Dalton Schultz works on your grass and he moves your offense. So I'm not getting rid of anybody who scored a touchdown in a playoff game where the players that you were saying couldn't even score. Like, and that's just like at some point.
Shout out to the Jarvis, Young. He said, I really wish we would just hire real GMs. Man, I wish we all was millionaires, sir. Facts. I wish we were. You know what I'm saying? But we just can't get what we want.
I wish somebody threatened me with $10 million.
You know what I'm saying? Threatened me with that good time we were talking about.
Think about this.
It just ain't gonna happen, man.
And Henny, guess what? Think about this. He gave you a deadline on that threat. He said, I'm giving you the Tuesday. So guess what, baby girl? Go ahead and order the Bentley, get the pool, get the trimmings, get everything. Why? Because on Tuesday, I'm either getting a contract or $10 million. Oh, my God. That's the worst punishment in the world.
Straight up. Threaten me with a good time, man.
Like, if I'm Tony, I'm spending. I'm spending right now.
Already.
Because Tuesday, I'm going to be $10 million or something richer for sure.
Man, hold on. And you know what? He said I would rather give Bobby Wagner that $10 million. Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something crazy. Like we talk about. No, let me show y'all something crazy. Y'all talk about these free agents they need to sign, right?
Gregory, it's definitely about some money.
A waste of money while I was rooting for him to catch touchdowns.
Man, listen to this. Listen to this. These are the free agent signings from the Dallas Cowboys between 2016 and 2021. Alfred,
you gonna take us through this, bro? You gonna really do us like this?
Yes, I am. I want y'all to be real with yourselves.
Go ahead, then.
Alfred Morris, Benson Mayowa, Nolan Carroll, Stephen Paye, Coney Ely, Cedric Thornton.
Damn.
George,
I need a cigarette. I stopped smoking like 20 years ago. I need a cigarette.
Randall Cobb, Kerry Hyder, Tavon Austin, Jamie Olawale, Jonathan Cooper, Everson Griffin.
Most of these people, I'm like,
exactly. Andy Dalton, Darryl Worley, who will get his ass towed up, Aldous Smith, Dontarie Poe, HaHa Clinton Dix, my guy Jay Runkurse, DeMonte Casey, Malik Hooker, Brent Urban,
a bunch of B-level celebrities,
Carlos Watkins.
They can't even get in. Bro, they who Chris Brown was talking about. They can't even get in. You hate from outside the club.
So my point, I went through that list for this reason. We're talking about not signing our guys to go out and get free agents. We know they ain't finna sign.
Bro, a bunch of
the Dallas Cowboys. And listen, it's not even in free agent spending. In total spending, the Dallas Cowboys are 31st in the National Football League over the last couple of years.
Man, say that one more time, bro, because I'm getting angry, bro. So just say that one more time here, please.
In total spending, right? Not even free agency. We talk about signing our own guys as well. The Dallas Cowboys are 31st in total spending, right? They do not pay for shit. They don't pay for free
terrible,
agents.
Bro.
They
and a lot of us,
they don't pay for their own.
A lot of us are pissed off right now because we feel like we sign our players for too much. And that is our total combined, and we still the last team. That's terrible, man. That is horrible, bro.
He says, listen to me, West Coast does want to keep some of the players because West Coast understands that under a salary cap, you're not even going to get all the players. And also, it's also not about diminishing what you're already doing well. Why would I open up a question mark at the listen to me. You already have a bunch of question marks already. Why create another question mark? For what? You don't even know who your starting offensive line is, but you want to put a whole new starting tight end in there. That makes no sense.
And look at Ty taking up for his Ohio State guy.
Malik Hooker only listen. Malik Hooker only played 15 games in the 2 previous seasons before he signed with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, he was damaged goods.
He was damaged goods.
Yeah, he was that canned good with the dent in it. That was him.
Yeah, so look at the games he played. Malik Hooker has never played a full 16-game season. Right? He missed 6 games. Right, he only played 6 games in 2017, played 14 in 2018, 13 in 2019, only played 2 in 2020, and then we got him. So he was a guy that was missing a bunch of games. He had a big ass name because of where he was drafted. He was a great prospect coming out, But he was not the player that you're thinking about. You're thinking about the guy from Ohio State. He was not that guy in the NFL.
The proof's in the pudding, because he wouldn't have been able to. We wouldn't have signed him for what we paid him if he was that player.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. And I'm gonna tell y'all this.
We got him at league minimum or something. Then we signed 3 safeties when we signed Hooker. Like we said, we got a buy one get one free with him. I like
Hooker,
and
but he's just not the guy I think he is.
And think about this. And think about this. You want to keep the key components to a team that won 12 games and lost in the second round of the playoffs. Like, listen, I get it. A lot of you guys are extremists where if we don't win the Super Bowl this year, you're losing your house. I get it. Some of you guys I understand the and I want to win a Super Bowl too, but I get it. Some of you guys, if we don't win the Super Bowl this year, you're for sure losing your house. So I get it. So there's that extra urgency on it. But listen to me. I am not about to break up a team and try to redo a whole team that literally was 5 points outside of beating a second team. You guys got to remember, if the Cowboys beat the 49ers in San Francisco, we're the only team in the playoffs this year that won 2 away games. We didn't play one time in Dallas in the playoffs. Philadelphia, they got a home game. 49ers, they got a home game. Kansas City, they got a home game. Like, they all got us an opportunity to play at home in the safe zone. Y'all got to remember, listen to me. Yes, we did lose to the 49ers, but they were the second overall team in the whole NFL playing at home, and we were a 5-point underdog. So theoretically, Vegas didn't have us winning anyway.
Yeah.
And he take it down to the last play. Like, at some point, bruh, coaching children, I've learned that, guess what? Even though it's not a win, hey, man, a win is a win, bro. Like, your quarterback was out 5 games. You literally had a whole new offensive line every game. You didn't know who your starting wide receivers were into the Green Bay game. Like, I know y'all don't want to hear this. I get it. You guys, I'm sick and tired of it. Well, go be a Cleveland Browns fan. They've never won one. I wonder what they're doing. What they're doing, they're hoping for this year. That's what they're doing. Cowboy fans, let it go. I don't give a damn how long we haven't won a Super Bowl for. Dak ain't had nothing to do with that. But I do know this. Since you've paid Dak Prescott and since he's been a $40 million quarterback, he gives you mandatory 12 wins and at least a go in them playoffs. Bruh, we are winning. We are winning. We just have to get it won. That's it.
Yeah.
We are going in the right direction. I don't give a damn what nobody's saying. I'm not chopping off large parts of this team just so you could feel better and then create a whole new question mark, bruh. Like, think about this, fellas, and we ain't gonna go too much longer, but we need to do a show on just straight question marks. And I'm gonna tell you, offensive line is a question mark. You almost have a question mark at running back too. Why you want to add another one? You have a question mark at wide receiver. Wide receiver 2 is a huge question mark. So then you want to go put another question mark at tight end? Like, that is you almost have a question mark at every level of your offense right now. The only thing you know for sure is Dak. And y'all don't even like him.
Yeah.
Real quick, what are some question marks that you guys see? I'm gonna name the position. You tell me if you're solidified, meaning you're okay, or it's a question mark. We about to go through it right now. Quarterback. Quarterback.
Solid.
Hold on. Let me get. I'm gonna do Wes. I'm gonna do Land. I'm gonna do Henny. So here we go.
That's unanimous. We are solid
because it's 3. So quarterback, are we solid?
Yeah.
Solid.
So okay, solid. That's quarterback. RB. I'm gonna do mine first. I'm gonna keep it real. I already said it was a question mark, so I gotta put a question mark.
Liquid.
I love Zeke. And Tony's hurt.
Yeah, you know that's fluid to me. Yeah.
And I don't even know if Zeke's gonna be on the team.
Yeah.
You don't know if Tony gonna be on the team.
You never know with the Cowboys. Listen, I never thought they were gonna trade Amari Cooper, so I never know what the hell they're gonna do.
Facts. That's a question mark right there.
So landlord, you're getting a question mark. Henny's getting a question mark.
Definitely a question mark.
Okay. Let's go. Wide receiver number 1. Question mark is solid.
Oh, that's solid.
CeeDee Lamb, that dude.
I'm solid too.
Absolutely.
Wide receiver 2.
Question mark.
Question mark.
Michael Gallup has not been healthy in 2 seasons.
Wide receiver 3? Question mark.
Wide receiver 4? Question mark.
No, I was just going to. I'm just going to 3. So question
3.
mark for wide receiver 3.
2 and 3. Yeah.
Tight end.
Question mark. He's a free agent. He's a free agent.
Yeah.
He's a free agent. We don't know what we're gonna do.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you though.
It's a lot of questions already.
It's a question mark.
It's
a question mark. Yeah, it's a question mark.
That's a lot of questions, bro.
Think about this.
Already.
Think about this though. If Dalton Schultz is signed, would that be a question mark for you at tight end?
Nah, we'll be solid then.
We'd be solid.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. Now think about this. O-line. Let me hear it. Man, that's a question mark for me. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about.
Everybody on the O-line. I
That's
don't know. Listen, is Tyler Smith
I'm
my
saying
starting?
as a whole. I'm saying as a whole.
Listen, I'm just going through it. I'm just going through it.
I think you gotta individualize it.
All right.
You gotta individualize.
I don't know. Is Tyler Smith my starting left tackle or my starting left guard? I don't even know how the hell to move.
That's the question right there.
This is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna do tackles. Question mark.
Both. One of your guys.
Both of them question because Terrence still hurt. And then, they don't know if I don't know if they favor Tyler Smith as a tackle or a guard. So I don't know. Question marks.
Exactly.
It's a lot of questions.
Center. Definitely, bro.
I think it's kind of questionable, but I think he might be solid. You know what I'm saying? He might be solid enough.
I don't know what I'm saying? I'm not really high. I'm not really high.
Will he lose you the game? Will he lose you the game?
No, but he sure didn't help me run the ball or do anything really else, bro. Like you gotta tell me.
We just named about 6 positions and it's 5 questions.
But that's not our fault. Hey, listen to me. We not CBS though. I mean, we not Fox News. We ain't gonna censor it. If that's what it is, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so hey, he's definitely a upgradable position. I say that. So yeah, I guess it is questionable. You know what I'm saying? We can upgrade.
Funny? You know what's funny? Funny? You was down to say questionable, but you was damn sure not about to say solid.
Wayne says solid dish.
For sure was not about to say solid, so I'll give it
that. We gonna say slushy. That's in the middle.
Liquid. Gas.
I'll give him a QS. A QS. Okay. Guards.
Zach, you talking about right guard or both of them?
Both.
Oh, it was combined.
Left guard is questionable. Zach is solid still. I give him about 2-3 more years.
So I got like 4.
Okay, so
I think he gonna play.
That's Zach's right guard, left guard.
That's questionable all day long.
He ain't even got a contract.
Like McGovern, like shit. Like,
he didn't even have a contract.
Do you even want to bring him back? I'm gonna have to draft somebody then.
So think about this. So think about this, fellas. On your offense, the only positions that we are 100% that we will agree is solid on is quarterback and wide receiver number 1. And I'm gonna tell you, they're close third, tight end.
Tight end if we sign Schultz.
So my question
we gotta leave Schultz the hell alone.
Like, why do you want to add it? Like, bro,
we gotta leave Schultz alone, y'all. Real talk. We gotta sign this guy.
We ain't did offense. We ain't did defense yet.
We gonna do defense right now.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm in shambles. After that, I'm over here like
Franklin said the whole team, but Parsons, CD, and D.
We're about to go through it right now. Let's go. Where's Henny? And then Landlord. All right, so let's go. We're gonna do. Wait, let's go. Where the hell you gonna put Mike at? Mike is gonna be what? A deep. What is that? What does he put him in?
Pass rusher. Let's just put pass rusher.
He basically a defensive end at this point.
Thank you, because I mean, okay, we'll just say
defensive end, man.
Yes. What are your thoughts?
Let's quit playing like he's a linebacker right now. Well,
if you put him in the linebacker room, then he instantly goes solidified. But if Micah is not in that linebacker room, it's question mark like a mug.
Yeah, facts.
Yes,
facts.
we gonna this man got 13 sacks. He is not no damn linebacker.
He's a DN. So DNs, we're solidified, right?
Yeah, we got good pass rushers.
Corners.
To be honest, though,
say
something about the other side. I don't know about the other side.
Boy, we got Sam Williams, we got Armstrong, we got all these different guys we can put over there the other side, and we still got the
too big on Armstrong.
Hey,
but I like Fowler though. I don't think
he coming back.
He ain't coming back. That man got a bag with his name on. It's over with.
He not. I don't think he's gonna go.
I hate to lose Fowler and
he
then
also
be stuck
would-
with Dorrance and
He
Is
also
is Sam behind D-Law or is he behind the other side?
Technically, he's behind Dorrance Armstrong.
So he is a right.
Yeah.
defensive. Okay, well I think I'm comfortable with Sam. It's still questionable though. We can't say it's solid.
At the end,
With Sam Williams, he's a question.
No, Armstrong had 8 sacks.
how you get his
Yeah,
boy a whole?
Okay. You talking about
This boy a
Dorrance?
whole nickname, and he gonna slam Williams.
Look, but he still he ain't get
We're
enough
talking-
reps.
we're talking
He
about
ain't get
Pascal.
enough reps.
We're
He
talking
ain't get
about
enough reps.
Nick, bro. We had like almost 50 sacks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame
Okay.
on you.
Y'all making me feel better. Yeah, I ain't mad about being wrong. Okay?
D-Wade at the slam dunk contest.
Look, I just ain't big on Dorrance though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't too
It's
big
okay.
on Dorrance.
You know,
West Coast trying to trade the man, so you can't say nothing.
And he would have been, and that would have been the biggest finesse ever. We should have did it. We should have did it.
Finesse.
Hey, listen to me. When Dorrance Armstrong had 6.5 sacks, week 8 going into the season, I made a video that pissed everybody off. And week 7, I said, y'all need to trade his ass right now.
And he had something crazy. Then he had like 6 sacks right then.
He had like 6 sacks in 6 games.
Listen to me.
And we
that
should have
video,
traded that boy.
After that video, that boy got a whole sack and a half for the rest of the season. And that's why I was telling y'all, we should have traded him, bro.
We should have, bro. You was absolutely right, bro. People don't give us our props when we be right. You deserve your flowers for that. If we would have finessed the hell out of whoever we did to deal with. We would have finessed.
And we would still have pass rushers.
And think about this, man. Pass rush is such the crackhead stat of everything. Like, bro, if you would have been putting out there a guy with 6.5 sacks that's only 25 years old, bro, everybody there's a team in China, Shanghai Sharks. They would have been on the phone with Jerry, like, hey, Jerry,
the people who follow me, y'all remember what I started calling Dorrance Armstrong? Y'all gonna be weak. Man, I would call that man Dogecoin Dorrance.
Oh.
I got it, man. Dogecoin Dorrance. He was up and he went straight down, man. Good Lord. But hey, let's finish the defense because I know we'll be out here for a minute. But hey, that's Dogecoin Dorrance.
Y'all act like y'all got things to do with y'all lives.
Hey, cornerback number one. I'm solid.
Solid.
Cornerback. Oh, Trey. You already know.
All right.
Trey, they need a payday. Let's end that real quick.
And let me tell y'all something real quick. We're gonna pause real quick because I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. All this going straight down the toilet if that young man really hold out.
The secondary is in shambles.
I want y'all to know this right now. Everything that we've talked about on this show up to this point right here, if Trevon Diggs holds out and he's not on this team in 2023, you can flush all that down the toilet, bro. There's going to be a major change.
Facts.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. Trevon Diggs is not going to let it go, bro. He's not just going to go show up at training camp for $2 million. He's not that dude. His brother's a multimillionaire. Bro, his brother could pay him $2 million not to play. And you got to think like this. Trevon Diggs is trying to set a precedence. Bro, he has so much to lose playing on a $2 million deal. It's 2 years all pro, 2 years Pro Bowl, has the most interceptions for anybody coming into the NFL. He has absolutely nothing to prove. And I'm going to tell you this right now. There's nothing that Jerry Jones can tell Trevon Diggs outside of, I don't want to pay you right now.
And his agent ain't going either.
And listen to me. Miss me with that he can't tackle crap, bro. If Deion Sanders ain't tackling, Trevon Diggs ain't got to tackle. Miss me with this bullshit. Like, right. So I'm just telling y'all right now, what are your thoughts on Trevon Diggs getting his money? And they going to have to pay him, bro.
It doesn't hurt anything. He already has a year left. Just give him a damn extension. You worry about that stuff. Worry about his extension.
You can't franchise tag Diggs. You can't franchise tag Diggs.
Right.
Because he's a second round pick?
No, because he's still on a contract.
Oh, okay.
You can only franchise players who have no contract.
Right. Okay. So get the damn deal done.
Yeah. He outplayed his. I told y'all on my show, bro. He if he was a first round pick, I would be thrilled with the player he turned into. So, and you would too. Even if you low on Diggs, he's a top 5 corner.
Hey,
So
hold on.
even if
I
you
don't
low on him.
I don't even mean to cut you off. Can I say this real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
We're not saying that he is Dion. We're just saying tackling amongst corners doesn't matter. You know
Facts.
why? You cannot name the best tackling cornerback in football right now.
I can. And he gave up 10 touchdowns. So what does it matter?
Oh, Marcus Peters ass.
Yeah, what does it matter? What does it matter?
Name
Do
the
you
top
know
five.
that?
Name the top 5 tackling cornerbacks then.
Well, that's
nobody,
what I'm saying.
Nobody gives a damn about cornerbacks tackling.
Do you know who Marcus Peters is? The reason why you don't know about Marcus Peters because he's really good at tackling and not really good at covering. That's why you don't know who Marcus Peters is.
Hey, but nah, Phils, we need to sign his son for real.
Sign his son too.
Yeah, he
put him in the comment box then. I'm gonna check you out then. I'll drop him.
Hey, let's go. So cornerback number 2. Solid.
It's a question. It's a question. Because if you want to, are you gonna start Bland at corner 2 or are you gonna leave him in the slot? That's a question.
Leave him in a slot.
So you done made 2 question marks. Well, we gotta decide. Let us decide so it won't be so many questions. Okay, we putting Deron Bland in the slot. Okay, cornerback 2 is a question. Yes.
Okay.
And slot is solid.
Anthony Brown ruptures his Achilles and not under contract. Like, what's the question about? What's the question?
So we'll say slot corner is solid.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
So slotted, solid. Okay, linebacker room for me is a question mark.
Question mark. We just went and got Anthony Barr. I told you, if you want to know what your team needs, look how we behaved. We went and signed Anthony Barr in free agency. That right there is a prime indicator that your team needs linebacker help.
Yeah. Yes. And okay, next, safeties. Your safeties.
As a whole, they're good if you keep Donovan Wilson. If
I'll say
then it's a question mark. If not, then it's a question mark. If you not
so what is it for you, Henny?
If you keep Donos, it's solid. If he walks, it's a question mark.
We solid.
Question mark or solid? Where you going?
I'll say solid. I think they'll get something done with Dono in the 25th hour. That's what I'm hoping.
I think we solid at safety because we still got Izzy. Even though it was a sample size, we got Izzy in the background too.
Man, Izzy need to go back to corner.
He might do.
D tackle.
Hell no.
Question mark. We got so many questions on this team, y'all.
All right, so here we go. So here go your defense. So your solidified positions. We have we're good in. We don't have, if they're solidified, that means technically if we don't do anything for free agency or draft, we're good. Defensive end, we're good. We can agree on that. Cornerback number 1, we're good. But you also got to remember, if Tiggs holds out, you have a huge question mark. Cornerback number 2, question mark. Linebacker, question mark. And safety solidified. So your solidified positions on defense are slot, safety room, cornerback 1, and defensive end. But I will tell you this. I'm going to tell you that this also proves we feel way more comfortable about our defense than we do our offense.
Okay, look, 2 questions. You know, we content kings over here.
Talk to me.
The best defensive end fall to you in the draft. Are you going to take them?
Defensive end?
DN, because I'm telling you, I love Tank. That's an upgradable position, y'all. I'm telling you right now.
How many 60 sacks is not going to get us there, man? Come on.
Hold up.
The best
Listen.
DN in the draft fall to you. What you doing? That's my question. Answer my question.
Listen.
I got another question behind
Hold up. Let me add this in real quick. I'm not going. Listen, at 26, I'm taking the best player available, regardless of who it is. If there is not a good run stopper or a good linebacker at 26 remaining, I'm taking the best player. So if the best player happens to be a pass rusher, damn it, I'm taking.
What if it's a quarterback?
You know damn well we're not taking the quarterback.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Get out of here with that.
Hey, we know we ain't taking no quarterback. We know we ain't taking no quarterback.
Yeah,
I'm taking a pass rusher. Goddamn it! Listen,
you better put an asterisk on that.
Hey, every position outside of quarterback.
Tyrone Church said trade down. Hey, yo, that's a good plan too. Okay, I got another position. Hold on. Tell me the unsolidified. Cause look, this is good content right here. Tell me the people that's questionable again, cause I got another one.
Defense, the questionable cornerback 2, defensive tackle, linebacker. And then on offense, it was
tell me the ones that were solid, because there was some that was still a little shaky to me.
Solid defense and cornerback 1, safety room, and your slot corner.
The best free safety in the draft. Foul to you.
Cowboys will never draft a safety in the first round after Roy Williams. Never. I don't think they'll ever draft a safety. They've had action at some big name safeties in the first round. They passed on all of them. And they've had action on some big name free agent safeties. They passed on Earl Thomas.
He's best player available.
The safety.
They're not drafting.
This a pickle, ain't it?
Hell no, I would do it.
Because think about this. Think about this, Henny. Listen to me. By the draft, Donovan Wilson should be signed. Now, if Donovan Wilson isn't signed, then hell yeah, because that's a big ass need.
But listen though, I'm not talking about Donovan Wilson. Malik Hooker is the guy that will be playing free safety. Donovan Wilson was playing big nickel.
That's who I'm worried about. Like, I like Leak, but I feel like he's an upgradable position. I really do. I feel like we can get better.
That's the first round pick to go. Ain't that boy Jesse Bates? No, he ain't gonna cost too much. They ain't paying for no damn Jesse. I don't even know why I brought him up.
You already. We already talking about they gonna pay nobody. But they would draft somebody before they pay somebody.
Yeah, I don't even know why.
And then around year 3, this is when they're gonna be talking about. Well, there's only so much pie. But that first 3-4 years,
I'm so sick of that pie they talking about.
Make another pie, bro.
Yeah. Okay, look, go on the offensive side now. Let's go on the offensive side.
Let's go offensive side. You have running back. I already know what you're about to ask.
You already know.
Robinson at number 1.
The best running back fall to you in the draft. This is best player available. Bijan Robinson is sitting there. What are you gonna do? Mr. Run the ball. Mr. Run the damn ball. Hold on, Henry. Wait a minute. I'm finna see if you finna live up to your name, sir. Mr. Run the damn ball. That's you. Yeah, put yourself. I'm putting you on the spot.
Listen, he's sitting in his hand, so he did.
Hey, they get
I'm putting you on the spot today.
You gonna let me? You gonna let me play my piece? Yeah.
Franklin said we've been eating pie for 27 years.
Hey, this is what I'm telling you, right? If you sign Tony Pollard and you renegotiate with Ezekiel Elliott, no, I'm not gonna take Bijan at 26.
Okay, that's fair. What about you, Hen?
I'm taking.
But if we lose either one of them, yes. If we lose, but my boy, I like Malik Davis. I know.
I do too, but is he gonna stop you from? He shouldn't stop you from drafting Bijan.
No, Tony Pollard's $10 million is what's gonna stop me from drafting Bijan Robinson.
Okay,
you give him first round money, and Tony Pollard's getting paid, and Zeke's getting paid, bro. Your running back room is probably the most expensive room on your team right now.
On the planet.
Okay.
Now give me some more. Give me some more of the solid people. This is a good exercise.
Solid wide receiver 1.
Wide receiver 1.
Guess what?
It don't work on wide receivers. It don't work on wide receivers because you need 2 of them. Yeah, you need 2 wide receivers for real. So it don't really work on wide receivers.
Guess what? It kind of does work. Are you using a first round pick on a second receiver? Because the Eagles did.
I would.
Think about this. The Eagles have a Heisman.
I would.
Hey, listen to this. Listen to this statement. The Eagles have a Heisman Trophy wide receiver. And guess what? There's only like 2 of those in college history. A wide receiver, Heisman Trophy winner, playing second receiver.
Playing second fiddle. And the other guy was a free agent that broke all kind of Eagles records.
Facts.
Hold up. And what's even crazier, they were a run first team. They still wouldn't have got wide receivers.
So that's really the real question is this. Are you investing a first round pick into your number 2 receiver? Because that's what he's going to be.
I will do it in a heartbeat. I'm a wide receiver though, but I'll do it in a heartbeat.
For which wide receiver? For which wide receiver would you? Is that because I know I ain't gonna lie. There's the Addison kid from USC. I think he would be ridiculous in our offense.
I do too.
Yeah,
I like him.
I think him and Zay kind of like the same players.
I like the TCU kid, but I don't think the TCU. I need.
Yeah, Zay Flowers a little quicker than him though. Zay a little quicker than Jordan Addison. Yeah, Zay Flowers. Yeah, he a little quicker than him. And Josh Downs, like this a slot receiver draft. You know what I'm saying? And Tank Dell coming in behind those guys. But you know, I wouldn't spend. I don't know. I gotta look more into Jackson Smith.
Hey, can actually,
I ain't looked all the way into him like I want.
Hey, Jackson Smith had a great combine. Like let's go. When you talk about shuttle and all this and the cones, he killed that.
Hey, I'm gonna ask a question though, because it sounds like we are definitely down with drafting a wide receiver in early rounds. Because y'all know all these names. Yeah, I got all these names all popping out your head all of a sudden. Jackson, Silverton, so okay, so then you got to put those names up against the free agent wide receivers that are available. Ain't that boy Sterling? I know Sterling Shepard don't stay, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't mind going to go get me a free agent like a Jarvis Landry or one of these little knockoffs. Or I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the biggest DJ Chark fan. Maybe y'all got some film that I haven't seen, but on him, but I see 400 yards. I'm like, he makes me want to go just throw the ball more than Michael Gallup.
Time out, Wes. Listen to this.
Let's go.
This is not. It's not them against them. You want to know why? Because you need two. You need two. It's not the free agent versus the draft.
We have wide receiver 3.
We need to pick up a free agent wide receiver and then draft one. That's what I want to do.
We need to do what Kansas City did. Kansas City got rid of Tariq Hill. And then they drafted one guy. They drafted the
Scott Moore,
24th overall pick, or whatever pick they picked him.
They picked him in the second round, but he was still
second round, or early in the second round. So then after that, they go and get Juju Smith-Schuster. They also get the other dude with the two names,
Valdez-Scantling.
They got Kadarius Toney too,
and they traded for Kadarius Toney. Yep. They brought in 4 receivers, and think about this: every one of the names I just mentioned had a role in the Super Bowl. Every one of them.
Tyrone Church, you was wrong, bro. You talking about our receivers love getting hurt? What you talking about? You wild, Tyrone Church.
All right, so let's go. Next, we got 2 more, and then we out of here. We got tackle, and we got tackle and what's this one? Left guard. So
I'm
26.
If a tackle or a guard is there, I'm taking them because there's too many question marks along my offensive line, right? Because you don't even know who your left tackle really is.
What they got the tackle from the lineman from Florida? Is he a tackle or a guard?
He a guard.
The Osiris.
Well, what the hell are y'all doing with Tyron Smith then? Because Jerry just said he's coming back. Like, did y'all not?
That is Jerry Jones' problem. I
ain't gonna lie. I want to see before I give up on Tyron. I told y'all my stance. Go
What's
ahead.
Your stance? No, tell me your stance.
I want to see Tyron back at left tackle before I give up.
Facts.
I'm sorry.
I just want to let
that man go back to his normal position before we just kick him off a bridge.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. All right, I'm gonna say this last thing. Asking West Coast to cook when Big Mama's in the house is a travesty. So asking someone to play left tackle while Tyron Smith is standing there healthy, I don't give a damn how you cut that. That's a travesty because that boy's that good at that position. Go ahead, Henry. I just need to get that out. That's it.
Okay. He played 3 games.
That's facts.
When the hell was he supposed to be playing left tackle? This man came to the party. It was last call for alcohol. The doors were letting loose, and they felt bad because he showed up. He was clean. He was clean as hell when he showed up too. He had on this Gucci suit. He had on the belt buckle, the match, and all that. So they felt bad for my guy, and they handed him some Hennessy for the dough. Right. So like, listen to me. This man from play 7. Listen, we were talking about Dak Prescott not being able to stay healthy, and he missed 17 games in the last 3 years. This fool only played 17 games in the last 3 years.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Look, the same way people giving Zach that grace, saying like they don't care how long he gonna play.
Zach ain't missed no games.
I know, but look,
I'm almost
bro. Tyron is almost deserved that same kind of grace, bro. That's
no the hell he don't,
bro. That's Tyron Smith, bro.
My question is this:
that dude is a monster.
This is why I will give Tyron Smith the love. You want to know why? Because he's not a guy that when he's hurt, he's this is the thing. When he's hurt, he's hurt. But when he's healthy, he's good. Like he
ain't healthy ever.
Guess what? Listen, I'm okay with that, but I'm not getting rid of him either.
So you're gonna pay him $10 million?
I gave $10 million to Dalton Schultz and he didn't play all season. I gave $30 million to
Dalton Schultz played double-digit games, and they were stupid. They were stupid for tagging Dak Prescott. We already discussed that.
Yeah, I get it. But at the same token, think about this. If I don't want to put it all on a rookie anyway. So it's like I have a guy that's proven to me that he can play left or right. I'm not getting rid of him. And $10 million, think about this. Tyron Smith's been on the same contract for almost 5 years. So it's like his money, he probably has no guarantee money. So his cap is probably low in the mug. To have Tyron Smith?
Bro, Tyron was that dude, bro. And look, we didn't see. Hold on, time out. This is why I'm still saying I'm not letting Tyron go. This is why I'm not letting Tyron go. We haven't seen. Of course, he hasn't been there. You're right. He hasn't been there. We know that. But look, have we seen him not be Tyron when he was out there?
Facts.
At left tackle. That's what my concern is. Facts. Have we seen him not be Tyron at left tackle?
When is he going to be there?
Think about this.
When is he going to be there?
My question is this. That's one. But think about this. Now we're saying that we're guaranteeing Tyler Smith is never going to get hurt. Like, bro, I'm keeping Tyron Smith. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I still believe, I'm sorry, 2 things in life I believe. I will go to my grave believing this. I believe Tony Romo should have played versus 2016. Mm-hmm. And I believe as soon as Tyron Smith came back, Tyler Smith, I love you, but get your big ass at guard. Why? Because you a little ass kid, bruh. You a little ass kid.
This a gold jacket right here. This a gold jacket.
I don't disagree with that. All right, I'm fine with that. He should have played left tackle, right? Sorry, so let's listen to me. This man did not make it through training camp last time. We're not talking about this man. I
don't care about that. He can make it to the playoff game. You need to let that go, Henny.
How do you know he's gonna make it to the playoff game?
He don't listen to me. We can do the same. Listen. There you have some players where when they are healthy and the value is there. He's a guy, he gets an exemption, bro. Now I'm gonna tell you
that's what I'm saying. He'll go. That's Tyron Smith, bro. Now, for real, bro.
I will say this. If Tyron Smith ever puts me in a position that when he's healthy, he's not playing good, then yeah, his ass is gone.
I haven't seen Tyron not play good at left tackle. I ain't seen it. And I'm not giving up on him until I see that.
You know what else
he played bad at right tackle. He kind of played bad at right tackle.
You know what else you haven't seen? Do you know what else you haven't seen from Tyron Smith?
Him on the field.
His ass on the field. So
he was on the field this year when we needed him.
Man, he played 3 games.
So what? It was the 3 we needed.
I'll say
this right now. Tyron Smith's money is not hurting me. It's not doing anything. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's the Tyron Smith. I promise you, bro. I don't ever believe this, but I know it's gonna happen with him. The moment you cut him, one of these Joe Burrows.
They gonna love him.
They're gonna freaking bro.
They gonna love him. I'm telling you.
Listen to me.
Listen.
Stop. Hold on. I'm saying this. Go ahead. He gonna do the same thing Trent Williams did to the 49ers offensive line. They can put any goddamn quarterback behind there because they know they got Trent over there. Before Trent went to 49ers, people was talking the same thing about him. Not so high and crazy. But bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you put Tyron Smith behind one of these young quarterbacks, bro, oh my God, I don't want to see it. Nope.
Look, do what I'm gonna tell you.
He gonna go.
Look, we get it here. You bet her because he don't never be there.
No. I'm gonna say this in West Coast.
No,
listen, West Coast. Listen. He's already on the best team with the best medical staff in the NFL, and they can't keep him healthy. So how the hell he gonna go somewhere to stay healthy? How the hell he gonna go somewhere to stay healthy?
So what?
How you gonna go somewhere to stay healthy?
So what? That doesn't make any sense though.
How he gonna go over there and stay healthy when he already with the best medical staff?
Guess what? It's my job to manage risk. The risk in Tyron, the reward is worth it. Guess what? In life, you don't always, sometimes you got to put 50 to get 100 back. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of those situations where it's like the reward is way worth. The only thing I'm risking is money. Like, bro, they print that up every day. And think about this. We're talking about, I'm a guy that's telling you I'm okay with giving Dalton Schultz $10 million. You think I'm about to fix my mouth to say that I'm not okay with giving Tyron Smith the $10 million that he's already on? No.
Man, bro, that's Tyron Smith. But look, I understand that. He hasn't been there. But at the same time, now look, I would be, bro, I swear to you, no lie, I would be.
Out of sight, out of mind. I ain't seen him, so I don't know who this man is.
Look, I would be all the way on board with him right now if I had seen Tyron Smith just be trash on the left tackle and he got hurt. If I seen that, I'd be like, yeah, get him out of here. I'd be just like, go ahead, let him go. It's about time. But I haven't seen that decline when he was on left tackle. Now, right tackle is a whole different ball game. He struggled at right tackle this year. He did. But I want to see this man at left tackle before I let him go.
Yes,
That's just me.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not judging Tyron Smith on anything that he did at the opposite side. You want to know why? Because he ain't played that since college. And then y'all put him at an opposite position coming off of an injury. That made no sense, bro.
Man, they said it's almost like wiping yourself with your other hand. They said it is hard to do. Like I can't even imagine that. But like, that's crazy.
So I'm not. And then think about this, bro. He was almost able to do it. So you know what that means? When Tyron Smith comes back, like I'm going to tell you, somebody explain to me how this offensive line is not the best offensive line in football. Okay? Tyron Smith at left tackle. Tyler Smith at guard. Tyler Baez at center. Zach Martin at guard. Healthy Terrence Steele at right tackle. Bro, that's the best offensive line in football.
I love to see Terrence Steele Tyler Smith at guard and Tyron at left tackle.
Yeah, that's like, the best.
That might be what they want to do this year. That's probably why they saying keep him. They probably gonna train Tyron back up to be his left tackle's old self and move Tyler back into guard. Because think about this: if you do that, you ain't just desperate in the on offensive line no more. Now, in my opinion, look, even if Tyron can stay healthy, now we'll say that. If Tyron can stay healthy, listen, wait a minute here. Before you go crazy, I know you can't wait.
Hey, but you gotta gamble. Part of this is gambling. Part of life.
Yeah, it's gambling. Yeah, you gonna be risky. It's risky.
That's what I want to gamble with. Let's keep going. Come on.
Look. If you can keep Tyron healthy, right now, you're not desperate on the O-line at all.
At all.
You ain't desperate no more. Who you desperate for? Who you hate?
And think about this, landlord.
Immediately, Biotis should be the worst player on your offensive line right there. Right.
And think about this.
And this is a fringe, a fringe Pro Bowler, Pro Bowl.
And think about this.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about this, landlord. You know what that also does? It takes the need back up around, because now it's like, now I don't gotta get a guy in the first round. Now I just got to get a guy that can be a backup or who can play if Tyron Smith goes down. And then guess what? If Tyron Smith does go down, you know what you do? You literally put the same offensive line that you had out there this year. Tyler Smith goes back to tackle. Freaking your guard is Connor McGovern or whoever you want at guard. And guess what? Connor McGovern, in my opinion, wasn't really that good. So I'm open to see what we can do there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm ready to move on from McGovern.
Yeah. So it's like, it's almost like, bro, listen to me. If Tyron Smith does not play left tackle again for the Dallas Cowboys, that is a travesty.
Well, let's go did look good too. Listen, he got hurt.
Romo, that's on. I'm gonna just be real with you. I don't even give a damn how much longer he plays for the Cowboys. If he never plays at left tackle again, that's a travesty. Because we should be, bro. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame for a position that he ain't played all year.
And really, bro, look, this is what I'm thinking, bro. I'm finna try to channel my inner, GM Cowboy mind. Okay, I think that it was kind of like the Romo Dak stuff. They didn't want to mess up a good thing. Like, I don't think they wanted to ruffle too many feathers during a playoff run.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? When Tyron came back. Facts. I don't think they was like, Tyler Smith is so good that Tyron can't get the job back. I think they was like, man, I don't want to bother it too much right now. I think that's what it was. I don't think that Tyler just played so phenomenal that he kept Tyron off the field. I don't think that's the case, y'all. I think they just didn't want to mess up a good thing. That's all I think it was.
And my thing is this: you want to tell me it doesn't benefit to see if Tyler Smith can play just as well as guard? Listen to me. Everybody on the offensive line is playing multiple positions except for Zach Martin in your center. Everybody else is getting switched around. Terrence Steele went from one side to the other side. Connor McGovern then played fullback and center. Tyler Smith then played guard and tackle. Tyron Smith then played left and right. You know what I'm saying? So everybody.
Look, if you go in the training camp and Tyron Smith looking like anything close to Tyron Smith at left tackle, how you feeling? Anything close? Because look, even though, Tyron Smith used to be a 10 at left tackle. If Tyron Smith is a 7 at left tackle, he is awesome. Tyron is great, bro. A declining Tyron is great still. He was that awesome. He was that awesome.
Guess what? He got to be on the field. Praise God, but he's healthy right now. See,
man,
that's
he would help the last off season.
Well, guess what? Listen to my thing, Henny. This is my thing. Why do you got to get rid of? Why can't we get rid of him when he gets hurt though?
Because that's the thing. Late. We can.
It's too late for what?
It'll be too late to address the situation.
You can't. You can still address this. What are you talking about? You can still.
I'm talking about. We talk about. Listen, is Tyron Smith going to prevent you from getting the best left tackle in the draft right now?
Listen, I'm not trying to draft the left tackle in the first round anyway. I don't think that makes sense, especially if you know Tyron. Listen, if Tyler Smith is your starting guard, your starting left tackle, and Terrence Steele is a guy you put a second round tender on, that means you're gonna have to pay him at least $5 million if you get him on at least seven. I think it's $7 million.
It's something like that.
You're gonna have to hit there. So basically, what the Cowboys by tendering Terrence Steele, they basically said we want him. So why would I invest that type of income? Why would I invest that knowing that when Terrence Steele comes back, he's going to be the starting tackle anyway? That means you would literally have a first round pick tackle sitting on the sidelines.
No,
because you can only have two tackles.
He can play left tackle because he can listen. You talk about Tyler Smith being a good guard, he can play guard. We have not solidified where Tyler Smith will be at.
But think about this. Why invest a first round pick into that? That doesn't make sense. It makes more sense to just pay the guy that's already doing it.
Contact Henny for crypto advice. Sure.
Hey, I gotta get up out of here, man. We've been on here 2 hours and 30 minutes, man.
Listen,
we gave y'all some dope content.
This is like a conversation that's gonna take like another 25 minutes to iron out. So y'all go ahead and do what y'all gotta do.
This was super fire, man. I think we need to make sure we have these every Saturday nights. You know what I'm saying? Get it popping, and then I'm gonna try to integrate. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get the call-in line on here so we can get the call-in line. Because man, I know if we get the call-in line, it's gonna turn into a 3-hour show quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I enjoyed it, but man, I gotta go eat, man.
I think this was one of the ones right here, y'all. This was great right here.
Yeah, this was the three amigos of Cowboy content, man. Hey, man, let them know where they can find you at. Let them know where they're going to do your next show. Henny, go ahead and start with you, my boy.
Yes, my guy. Hey, this your boy Henny DeMoore over here at HTM Sports. Hey, y'all can find me on all platforms. At HTM Sports on Facebook. It's Henny DeMoore. So hey, please tap in. I will be going live tomorrow. And I just dropped the actual article, man. I'm talking about the Arkansas to Dallas pipeline. I am an Arkansas Razorback fan, so I did list two of the guys I think can come in and help the Dallas Cowboys instantly in the draft. So please go check that out. But hey, I appreciate y'all for everything. It was an honor.
When y'all doing that Drew Saunders show though? Because I hear everybody saying we supposed to be drafting this dude.
Man, we can draft him in the second round. He ain't getting no damn first from me.
I know. I said y'all gonna do a show on him, do some. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we already got the draft. Okay. Landlord got the stuff built. We just gotta set the date to do it.
Yeah.
Right, so landlord, let them know where they're gonna find you, my boy.
Already, man. You already know. Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I be everywhere. And I probably try to do me a live show over there in the trap house, in your nearest trap house tomorrow. I usually do it around 11 a.m. Central Time. So, come rock with your boy, man. And all my people that's still watching, please hit that like and share for the squad that will not charge a card on everybody's channel, man. We appreciate everything. And before you go, if you got any draft picks that you would like for me to do an individual standalone type video on, now don't give me 1 million, but give me some guys that you would like to see me go in depth about. And I'm going to try to make some time to do individual videos and breakdowns on those guys. So I appreciate everybody, man. Thank you.
Landlord, you can tell he been in the game for a year, but when you putting out stuff like that, you can tell he new to the game because his content, boy, your inbox about to be on fire. Email from Sam Johnson from State, and then he types in his name and realized
on the community college.
Hey, this is what I want y'all to do to help my boy out. Send him the name and send any film that you can find on him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because listen, this is a partnership. This isn't just about us sitting up here and just giving y'all information. This is a partnership. So if y'all want Landlord to do a video, help a brother out. Send him the name and send every piece of content you can find on that person, because that's going to cut out at least 2-3 hours of work for him, and then he can get straight into the business of whatever he came to do. You feel me? And that is praise Lord. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but real quick, Hey, it's your boy West Coast, man. Listen to me. Tomorrow, Sunday. If you don't go live on Sunday, you is not no content creator, and you damn sure ain't covering no Cowboy football. So yeah, I will be live at some point tomorrow, man. So y'all already know what it is, man. Other than that, man, tonight has been crazy, man. I really, really had a lot of fun with this show, man. I think these are some of the best show contents. I know sometimes, people want to talk about specific subjects and stuff, but a lot of times when I look at, data and stuff on certain subjects, it just doesn't come naturally. Why? Because you spit out that content and you're like, okay, what's next? What's the next subject? You know what I'm saying? When we're able to just get on here and just talk and just kind of go where the conversation goes. I'm gonna be honest with you. You people in the comment box, you guys are the ones who drove this conversation. Because all night, all I did is just whatever y'all was talking about in the comment box, I just threw it off the wall and saw what these dudes are talking about. That's why we went back and forth with different things. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all for helping us have a great show tonight, man. And like I said, if you guys have anybody that y'all want Landlord to talk about, make sure you send it with the content. Hey, I'll be live tomorrow. Y'all already know what it is. Never look down, because stars up. Peace.
And I do not hate Tyron. I do not hate Tyron Smith. Don't you start that slander over there. I know y'all.
Yeah, you don't hate him. I hate him too when he hurt. You know what I'm saying?
He don't hate him. He just seriously dislike him. That's all.
Yeah. All right, we out of here.